Post-event wrap-up with yours truly, Coach. What's my name? What's my name? It's Coach K! Dude, the temptation for the Coach K rebrand is strong. Hello! Let's have a look. How are we doing? How is the music? How is my voice? And most importantly, how are you? Colaroid, thank you so much for 12 months of tier 1. Sage, thank you so much for the tier 1 for 2 months, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Who is here? Sage, Colaroid, Cute Pets. I love Cute Pets. Norton, Dans, Beckstar, Pipland, Sild, hello, Autumn, Falco, James, Veen, Dans, Zeno, and DJ Snacks. Don't get me started, Snacks. Do not get me started. 35 watch streak, Colaroid. That's crazy. I can't imagine anything more than that. Thank you so much. Hold on, let me just check the YouTube stream. Because as we have found at this point, the YouTube stream, specifically the chat, likes to be a little bit sneaky. A little bit sneaky. Hello. Welcome in. What did you guys think? Oh my god, oh my god. It just, not only did I just have to hear my own voice, I had to hear my own voice at 2 times speed, which, considering how fast I talk, is maybe not the best way to, I don't know, maybe it is a good way to view me. Hi Jay, welcome in, sweetheart. Hello, lazy devs. Look, don't ask me to, like, I don't understand. I don't know how the timer works for subs. I just know I appreciate y'all. See, I spend a small amount of time in America, and I'm saying y'all against with the 35 stream streak. Look at you go, twinsies. All right, Jay. Okay, you're stream mugging people. Well done. Yeah, what did we think? How did we find the event? Because I'll be real, I was in it. So I genuinely, I don't know how it was from your guys' perspective. You guys actually might have a slightly better idea, at least the main strokes of how things went, than I do. For anyone wondering what we're going to get up to today, I am going to be watching the broadcast. I'll probably skip ahead of bits, but, you know, we will, of course, be watching all of my boy, my guy, my main squeeze. Hold on, can you guys see it? Can you guys see this? Look! Look! Ah! Hold on. Look at us! Huge thank you to me Young for taking that picture. For bringing a Polaroid camera. I would never have that thought. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm a Nuzlocke streamer. I'm not a VGC streamer. So I understand that. Yeah, the decor. Oh my god, can we talk about the decor for a second? Can we talk about how hard they cooked? Dude, the designs, the bricks, well, I mean, as a Nuzlocker, you know, the book side didn't really interest me, but thankfully we were always put on the brick side. But you know what? It was my mistake. Should have brought Quippy. Should have had a Quippy clause in Tubbo's run. Dude, look, I know most of you are probably here just to hear about the popcorn. So it would behoove me, as a streamer, wanting you to stay to the very end to save that detail till, you know, hour 6. But I love you guys. I'm not gonna deny you what you want. Is the popcorn good? No. The popcorn's fucking amazing. The popcorn is incredible. Oh my god. And they had a lovely spread. Oh my god, the sandwiches they gave us this year. Fuck me, man. They were so good. It's condemned to phone watching. I'm sorry, Sild. Did they not? Look, hold on. I could message Frost. I'll message Frost. See if we can get, checked luggage paid for my flight back. And then I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back. I'll be a, what do you call it? A drop shipper. Yes, that one, Jolv. Dude, tell me about it. I'm gonna message them. Thank you, Oak Warden. I have a new gloss. I'm trying to find a gloss that won't break down the lipstick underneath. Oh, Falco. Yeah. You know what? That banner was nice. So, I don't know if you guys saw the going live tweet, but, I mentioned theft. Missing something, Eric, are we? Oh, Yanyo! I got a banner of dirt. And what? What are you gonna do about it? Gonna come to my island and take my banner? Please. Yeah, I really like that banner. I thought that banner was pretty cool. I will say. And guess what's inside it? Thank you for getting the reference. I realize how unk that reference is now. Like, what? I imagine... Was Tubbo born when I've Got a Jar of Dirt came out? I think he was. I don't know if he was, like... I don't know if he had fingers able to use a keyboard yet, though. Yeah, no, exactly, Falco! Exactly! Yeah, no, the whole reason I've got that banner, they have to invite me back now, or they ain't getting their banner back. What's the biggest rumor of the weekend, Nak? Yeah, no, okay, Hannah Smooth. Can I tell you right now? I wanted that carpet so bad. That carpet was so... Both me and Tubbo eyed up that, and, like... If Eric wasn't sick, and thus, you know, like, in a position of, like, weakness, where we would have felt especially guilty robbing him, I didn't know. You know, they could sell that. I would actually pay a lot of money for a carpet like that. Oh, that's true. Wait. Oh, Eric still owes me a money match, but what if instead of money, I say the carpet, and then I can offer up my bat? Yep, we've got it. Oh, thank you. Wait, that's it. Look, I signed an NDA. I can't and won't speak on such matters. But you know, there was a lot of food at the Invitational. There was a lot of drink at the after party, not gonna lie. Well, there was a lot of drink inside me. I was not okay yesterday. I knew not to do Monday because I knew I would be hungover, but I don't think I can handle my drink like I used to be able to. Yeah, no, I'm sure the carpet actually cost him a pretty penny. Did I get the steak? I have not got the steak dinner yet. We did go out for a coach meal the night before the Invitational. That was lovely. No, I arrived a few days before devs. So yes, we did not manage to link up. Although Tubbo was telling me, which actually is the most Tubbo thing, because I feel like he's so pure. He can sleep on planes. Like, he can fully sleep 8 hours on a plane. And I was like, how are you doing? He was like, oh, well, you know, I just kind of lay back and I close my eyes and and I go to sleep. And I was like, dude, what? Why are you so pure? He is blessed. Yeah, he is blessed. I know, man. I know. It's so shit. No, I actually think it is a skill locked to the pure of heart. Hi, Pappy. YouTube chat. Can we... Yes, we can see you. Okay. Fantastic. No, right? Like, I coach him in Pokemon, he coaches me in plane sleep. Yeah. No, as someone who has traveled pretty frequently to Los Angeles over the last year, yeah, I feel that. No, same. I've got to be laid down. If I was an absolute massive bitch and fully reclined my seat, I could maybe do it, but even then, I don't think so. But anyway, what was everyone's favorite match? Because I am biased, obviously, and I have one. Women are great Nuzlockers. We need more women Nuzlocking. Oh, thank you so much, Cameron. Yeah, we'll get there, but yeah, that was pretty good. Jormung, thank you so much for the 7 months of tier 1. Look. Did I want my boy to win? Of course I wanted my boy to win. But if there was any other team that I was rooting for, it was the team with a British coaching for the second time. For the second fucking time, guys. The Nuzlocke Invitational has only been won by women. Can we take that in? In the top 6, the reason I'm doing the top 6, it's because 66% of those who got to one of the finals was a woman. We had Leslie and Ray in the top 3 last year. And the final of this year was Tina versus Myung. And can we can we get a moment for Tina? Because I don't know if you guys remember. But I put Tina's team on the same level as ours in terms of how good a match, you know, relative to everyone else, how we were doing. I put her in C. And you know what? I probably wouldn't move her team, despite seeing it in action. Maybe top of B. I definitely didn't see that team for what it was. The team is not what got Tina to the finals. Tina is what got Tina to the finals. Holy shit, she played out of her mind. Tina might be able to read minds. And is just... I mean... I'm sure this is going to send shockwaves amongst you guys, amongst everyone on Twitch. Tina's really nice. She's actually really nice. She's funny as fuck and actually lovely. She was, I forgot my lip gloss. She was supplying me with lip gloss the whole day. Told me when I had makeup on my face. I know, right? Her on-screen persona is so cold. Huge shout out to Ned. Brother locked in. And despite having the curse of Ned, built something that was truly demonic. You know what? Like, it was before my time. Like, I didn't start streaming until 2024. So, like, I just didn't... Like, COVID era Twitch was not... I was not on Twitch then. Dude, Jan's commentary was so... Like, they did a great job last year, but they definitely stepped it up this year. No way, Sage! Yeah, no, blessings of Tina Kitten. I would like that, to become a staple here, if that's alright. Hello, man. I had lots of fun with Jonathan. I guessed whether it was his... Wait, no, we can't do that. But we played the... Blessing of Tina Kitten! Oh, Sild, are you referring to when I was calling out Tubbo Never Punished? Dude, I felt... You know what? I realized when I was leaving the, because I was like, oh, we're gonna go for, like, drinks after and stuff. I'm gonna see him there. And I'm driving away in the car and I'm like, he's fucking ill. He's not gonna go for drinks afterwards. He's gonna go straight in bed. So I actually didn't... I didn't get to say hi to Eric Glass yesterday. So I'm gonna... and I stole his banner. I might have to send in a formal apology. I still want to fight him, though. I still want that money match. What is my next streaming goal? That is a fantastic question, Autumn. I guess the first thing is more YouTube videos. More YouTube videos, full stop. I want more of a YouTube presence. Twitch is amazing. I will always be streaming here. But, like, I want to keep being able to do this for the next however many years. Gotta build the YouTube up. Jubjas, hello. The next big Twitch goal. The next big Twitch goal for me. And, I don't take this for granted at all. I'm going to be pushing for partner level 2. For those who don't know, the way that subs are broken up for streamers, it's either a 50-50 split. At partner level 1, you get a 60-40, and at partner level 2, you get a 70-30 split. I'm going to be going for that 70-30 split. The way to do that is through Tier 1, Tier 2, and especially Tier 3. Tier 3 subs count for like 6 points compared to a Tier 1. That being said, that is like a nebulous goal. I feel like that is something that is going to come from 2 things, which is consistency, which, like I said the other month, and I think I've mostly stuck to it outside of the travel week, is at least 3 streams a week. I'm going to be aiming for 4 streams a week. And honestly, I think this winter we lock in a little bit. I've got some ideas going around. I don't wanna, I'm not saying you get nothing for sub, you get no advertisements, and you get, look, I'm gonna say it, the best emotes on Twitch. But I'm gonna be looking to introduce like new and exciting stuff for like sub rewards. Can you turn the Nuzlocke lessons into YouTube videos? I've got a lot of YouTube video ideas. I'm currently out hunting for like a full-time editor. So I need to sort that out first. But yes, I've now got a big folder full of YouTube ideas. You and Tubbo, despite the Valkyrie NPC incident, the way you coach is amazing. Thank you so much. I really enjoy it. Watching people learn and finding out what bits of the game they love, what bits of the mechanics they love is, yeah, amazing. I also so happy for an all-female finale. And he was like, yeah, me too. It's good fucking music. It's good music, man. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Women were awful. Specifically, the walking wake was terrifying, but we never had to fight it, so it's fine. Yeah, no, whoever made Valkyrie's team, what a twat. One absolute twat. You know what? We should probably hate raid them. I should probably raid them with some hate. We don't know if there will be a next Nuzlocke Invitational. That is a great segue for me to say, I am wearing the amazing merch. I think they really, really stepped up the merch this year. Not that last year's wasn't great, but this year's merch is incredible. Yeah, like, I think I've said it multiple times. I'm gonna say it again. Huge fucking thank you to Jan and Eric for putting this on. The amount of stress, the financial, like, burden that realistically this comes with. That financial burden is, like, inevitably also a weight on their heads. A huge shout out to the, to everyone who worked on the Invitational. Yeah, like, there was only realistically a couple of people that I got to know properly through it. Because they were dealing with, like, they were the I almost call myself talent. Am I the talent? I don't think I'm the talent. But anyway, dealt with the coaches and the players. But there were so many people behind the scenes that made that event possible. It's really cool, actually. It was really cool. Like, the computer setup they had was some Mission Impossible shit. I've not seen Mission Impossible, but I am assuming that it's like that in that film. My favorite meme to come out of the Invitational is who the fuck is Jan? Yeah, no, I agree, Mortimer. That being said, this year in particular, so last year, I think we had a lot of players who loved gambling. Like, who loved to roll them dice, you know? Ray in particular, fucking love, you know, like, I was watching the footage back, and at one point, I'm like, oh yeah, we might have to reset. She was like, oh, and I was like, yeah, but it means more gambler, and she just perked up immediately. I think a couple, and the two I'm thinking of specifically are Tubbo and Frost Prime. I think they would both thrive in a game like Run and Bun. Not Run and Bun, but a game like Run and Bun. Because I think one of their big complaints was the random element. Now, not complaint as in they, you know, they didn't want it like that. For an event like this, you have to. If you have routes with predetermined encounters, like, the game's solved at that point, you know? Yeah, I mean, Remplat. There's a reason why we always recommend Remplat, right? Like, Remplat is just that game. Oh, I want to hear that from you guys. I want to know, did you mind sleep? I asked this in the Discord, but I want to know from you guys how you found the sleep strats. Yeah, from what I've seen of Slay the Spire, like, the randomness is more controllable than it is in this randomizer. Okay, so actually, you know what? Yeah. Rather than just getting individual things, could I ask a mod to put a poll up for a few minutes? Sleep or no sleep? So I think there were two things I think the sleep worked in tandem with the 60-second timers to make the event run longer than it was supposed to, right? The 60-second timers could not be changed. The way that Scarlet and Violet work, for some godforsaken fucking reason, is if you have one mythical on any team, or like if you want to play in a rule set with mythical Pokemon, the timer has to be 60 seconds. Which is, yeah, Volcanion on Tina's team. That was unironically the curse of Ned. Which did you prefer? Okay. Alright. But no, I asked because, we coaches, like, couldn't quite decide. We'll get to the match in a bit. We'll get to the match in a bit, but the fact that the stall team got outstalled, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? Like, over the course of a day, you're gonna see it clicked a lot. Yep, that's true, Faye. Sleep without Spore is way better. I will say, I don't know how to feel about the randomness on getting Protects. Yeah, you know what? Like, I think we spoke about this last year, and I'd be really curious to know why it wasn't implemented. Because I think I was led to believe... that, Sleep... that Protect was gonna be, like, given out. Yeah, I was led to believe that Protect was gonna be given out. Not in like a, I got verbal confirmation about this way, just in a, I don't know. Maybe it never was and I just assumed. I agree. For the record, I agree. I think the randomness of the Protect, I don't know, you could say that for so much though. You could say that for safety goggles in regards to countering the sleep powder shenanigans, or like the anti-priority tech that we had, or Fake Owl, or Follow Me, you know? Yeah, Protect was definitely more common this year. Yeah, I think the problem is if you don't get it as a TM, then you, like, bringing a Pokemon simply for it having Protect is not enough, you know? And yeah, it's a really tricky thing to balance for when you build in the teams. But again, like, no one has done anything, well... This is now, what, the third time something like this event has happened? Second Nuzlocke Invitational, third... This originally was it a Spanish? Was it? I think it was a Spanish streaming event, was it not? Also, can tell I went out this weekend, because my throat is still fucked. Yeah, so you gotta keep in mind, like, the power levels of all the teams is, like, wildly skewed in different directions. Protect is the best move that you can get. Like, in a vacuum, you know? I think if Aatrox could have chosen to have Moonblast or Protect, he would have taken Moonblast in a heartbeat. Yeah, that was actually something I wanted to address in was how we all reacted to Aatrox Fluttermane, and how I think it got talked about was like, oh well, it actually didn't turn out to be that bad. That was only because of the lack of, I mean, and you know, everyone knows that, but like, I think it's worth repeating that, like, the RNG has to go in your favor multiple times. You can't just get the good encounter. You also have to get the good encounter with the good moves. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's so many micro decisions that you've got to make in making this that it is hard to know ahead of time without doing it what it's going to work out. Because, like, I was watching Eric's stream on it yesterday, and he was saying about the length of the game and how they didn't... They made a bunch of decisions to, in theory, make it shorter, but it wound up obviously being a lot longer than last year's. I think it was a really cool detail. I'm glad they're in the game. Having the having the players from last year as fightable, as fights that give you such good rewards. Eric said it yesterday. He was like, you put a bunch of hyper-competitive coaches in the mix, they are going to do those fights, you know? And the problem with having those fights be plannable is that as a coach, what you want to do, and what I, you know, really pushed for with Tubbo, was give me a few days to cook up some lines, because you want to go in there and not risk anything. But what that means is, if we hadn't done that, we could have, in theory, done the Elite Four days before that point, you know? Yeah, but the big problem with Platinum and any game that is not Gen 3 is, like, they are way harder to modify. They are so much harder to modify. It's not impossible, but yeah. Anyway. I've been yapping for a while. Hi, Zoe. Guys, can we get a shout out for Zoe, please? Zoe absolutely crushed it. Zoe, how's the flight, by the way? Yeah, no. Did you get any sleep? Did Tubbo give you any tips or tricks to get to sleep? I'm sorry, boo. God, I called... Zoe, why? Zoe! Why are you being mean to my boy? He's a gentle soul. He's a happy spirit. Cypet, thank you so much for the 11 months. Yes, I know he's Southern. They're not all posh. Most of them are, but I don't think he... Oh no, he was telling me. I don't think he's posh. Anyway. There were a few, What? Why'd you say that? What? Wait, I might have to... Yeah, sorry to all the Americans. Like, okay, very quick primer for Americans. The south of England is like the northeast. You know, affluent, kind of, yeah. Like, affluent areas. I don't really... Politically, it's a little different. But, like, affluent, well-spoken, allegedly. While the north of England is a lot poorer. Seen as kind of, you know, seen as kind of like the American South. But again, like, the politics are different. Like, it's an odd one. There's no one-for-one comparison. But the kind of... The scorn with which Southerners in the USA view the North, I think, is how the North of England views the South of England. Birmingham is in the middle. Like, I will say, that's Midland. The Midlands are undoubtedly the losers, because at least if you're from the North, you've got some, you know, Northern pride. Yeah. Anyway. Getting milk delivered, that's just, you get to a certain level of streamer, and then that's when the food deliveries start. That's true, Zoe, that's true. No, there was some does anyone have the, could someone, Northern, I know, could someone send me the pictures of me and Tubbo from behind the scenes, please, if you've got them? I really enjoyed getting sent them throughout the day. Tubbo helped me set up, like a whole, like, server thing. Not a Minecraft, but, like, this server thing to help me with streaming. He's so sweet, man. He's so nice. He's so giving. Like, I feel so blessed that I got him, as my partner for this. Very grateful that I met him. I mean, like, I was saying that throughout, and I know, like, people are like, oh, she's really good at gassing him up. I wasn't just he's insanely smart. His game sense is crazy, which is unfortunate, because, like, the incident, was, like, the defining part of that run. That's a misclick. Dude, I said it to him, I'll say it again. I've lost some pretty fucking important runs to a misclick, you know? Yeah, no, Jan's ability, it's actually really annoying how well Jan can read people and be like, yeah, no, you two are gonna work together. I can't remember what he was saying. I think it was after the invitation, like, after the invitation, but we were still in, like, the building in which it was all filmed. And he was, like, he just fully, like, dove into a really, like, complex bit of, like, server-side information. And I was looking at like, because obviously I'd spent so much time with him, that I was not surprised that he was, like, listing this off. I was looking at the faces around him, just being like... Because, like... I don't know. He's very, very good at, like, breaking something down into its component parts. Yeah, fuck that. Well done, Mike. Yeah, fuck that Yang guy. He could be in my walls. He could be. Yay! Yeah, no, he's really funny as well. Yeah, no. So I mean, the thing that cooked. The two things. One, of course, the incident, and then the time pressure afterwards that meant that we couldn't do another run. That like, obviously, our team not having ghost... Yeah, the fighting there was a lot about our team that left stuff to be desired. It was genuinely the time pressure afterwards as well. Because I think... I know Tina and Ned didn't have much time to practice. But they had a core. They had, like, and this was the big problem with our team. The way that our team won was through really complicated, like, plays and reads and, like, manipulate. Every single turn you have to play out of your mind in order to just have a chance of winning. And we just didn't have the time. Oh, I mean, like, in terms of, like, his understanding of the underlying game, could have won. Totally could have won. Who the fuck is Yan? Who is Yan? Who is Yan? A miserable pile of secrets is what that man is. Who I also grabbed dinner with yesterday. He's actually really good. Don't tell myself he's actually really good. We're gonna get to... You know what? We should get to that now. I've been yapping at you guys for almost an hour. The poll came back. Overwhelmingly, people still want sleep. That is interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Alright. Fucking damn right, Mike. You fucking what wank? Yeah, split good there. Alright. Well, I mean, you were so like if you were told to by the powers that be. By the powers that be, then and by the way, hello, I am power that be. Yes, yeah, I did. It's actually really cute. I went up to him at the afters, and I was like, "Dude, I found you through the Invitational. You're funny. Like, you are genuinely fucking hilarious. Like, you're so funny." It was like, "Thank you." I was like, "This is odd. This is not the Frost Prime that I have got to know that went on stage and showed his shit stain for the world." I was like, "Well, what's up?" I was like, "I don't know how to take compliments." I was like, "Oh, that's adorable. That's so cute. You're so cute." I don't know. Okay, even then, like, okay, all right. Yeah, I don't know. I think because the day dragged on for us, just because of all the interlocking factors, when we were playing, like, games deep into, like, sleep turns, we were like, ugh. Fuck, I love Flygon. I was so happy that he came back this year. Right. Maybe the players... I mean, dude, like... So, like, for us, in our little niche, in our little Nuzlocking niche, we're like, yeah, no, like, the optimal play is just to do 20, do multiple endgame runs to get the best seed and then win. The thing is, people, and streamers specifically, have got lives, have got a shitload of stuff to do. And so they can't, Yeah, no, I think Frost was talking about earlier that Flygon was the more likely of the two to pop a ball out, which honestly, for like, if the Nuzlocke Invitational is to end, it ending by Flygon HG's testicle being shown on stream, that's a good fucking way for the event to go out, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's so sweet of you to say, thank you. No, 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 no. The coach channel. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean, Zoe? No, I mean, it was a good jacket. It was a good jacket. Man does have good jackets. Anyway, yeah. Lazy. I was gonna save that till the end of stream reveal. No, someone just asked, did Ray show up? No, but I tell you who did show up. One Mrs. Foosley. One Mrs. Foosley did make an appearance at the afters, and without fail, she will buy you a shot. She'll buy you 2 shots. You know what? She'll even buy you 3 shots. And this little Miss Kaya Coliseum, I'll never say no to a free drink. I'll never say no to a free drink. Yeah, my hangover yesterday, I was thinking, Leslie. I genuinely, where she's at with VGC, if she just completed a couple more Nuzlockes, she could absolutely coach. Like, I really think she could coach. But no, it was absolutely fucking lovely seeing her, as always. Yeah, no, the after party was good. Got nice and merry, got to talk with the people that I didn't get to talk to that much during the day. I didn't go on the coach's couch. I didn't go on the coach's couch. Not the coach's couch, sorry, the commentary couch. I was less anxious than I was last year. I still get anxious in that. Like, I still get really anxious in those, like, that environment. I don't know why. I do not know why. Actually, I think I do know. I think I do. Because if we think about it, yeah, thanks, Zoe. You're always so nice. If we think about what I'm doing right now, is I just get to yap. I don't have to be like, sorry. Like, I don't... Finding, like, the rhythm of they're talking, I'm talking, that, which I know is conversation. But, like, when, like, I'm talking to you now. Yes, you, specifically you who thought me. Yes, you. I'm talking to you now. I guess I'm talking at you. I guess you're here. You know, your chat is here. But yeah, no, I don't know. Like, there were a couple of games where I thought, oh yeah, I could get up and I could, I could, like, say something, add something, but, I just got anxious. Yeah, no, Eric, lock the fuck in. Thank you! That being said, I had a lot of fun on the coach's couch. Hold on, I'm doing this myself. Shout out Safety Man 420. Guys, go follow Safety. Please go follow Safety. Not only do I think he gave us the best content of this year's Invitational, which was his reaction to Felicia's E4. I mean, don't get me wrong, the E4 also clutched up in giving us those moments. So fucking nice, man. Like, genuinely, had never met him before, but, like, yeah, fucking delight. That's really, also, you guys are complimenting me. Thank you very much. I see you. I see you. Yeah, no, Eric did an amazing job. Yan did an amazing job. Yeah, no, again, Yan's ability to pair people who work together, really on full display with that too. Anyway, I keep not getting to the bit which I keep meaning to do it, which is, let's watch some of this. I'm gonna start us off on 1.5 times speed, because there's 8 hours of this, and I want to get through more than just, you know.
Morning, gamers. Welcome to the Nuzlocke Invitational, where we had 8 YouTubers play through a Nuzlocke.
First of all, is that too fast? Or would you prefer 1.25 times speed? Secondly, how is the volume?
And then compete in a bracket that we made up last night. I'm Peachal. They try to bar me from this event because I'm unsponsorable. I don't really know what they mean by that. I'm here with my host.
Yes, you do, Yan. Yes, you do.
Co-host Eric Pointcrow, who's overcoming a severe case of Havana syndrome. Eric, are
wait, what? That's not, wait, oh god, that's so, is that how we're opening this? I have come down with a case of ligma, if we're going by that. Or, you can also say that I've been given a toxic orb with no use of facade, and I don't have the guts ability to actually capitalize on it. But welcome in, guys, to the Nuzlocke Invitational. I hope you guys are excited for a fantastic tournament.
It's been an exciting month of Nuzlocking, and it all comes to a head here as they face off with their winning teams against each other.
Oh, I feel so, dude, I wanted to give Eric a hug. Obviously, I didn't. I didn't want to get sick, but, like, he deserved a hug, the poor baby.
for some reason are watching this and you've never even seen the Nuzlocke Invitational, but you've stumbled upon the tournament stream, this is basically a challenge that Peachal and I have put on over the course of the entirety of July, where we have challenged 8 teams of 2 players each to complete a custom Pokemon game.
What? A custom Pokemon game?
Where if your Pokemon dies, it's gone forever, and you can only catch 1 Pokemon per route. And the 6 Pokemon they beat that challenge with are then the 6 Pokemon that they bring to this tournament here.
Okay, I might steal that clip, and then whenever anyone asks what is a Nuzlocke, I'll just...
This is the second time we're doing this.
There's going to be some face reveals. There's going to be some bids.
That's
there's
true,
gonna be some drama. There's been
Sage.
some drama already. It's all very, very exciting. The bracket for this tournament, nobody knows it yet except for us, Eric.
That's true,
The players don't know. The coaches don't know. The world doesn't know out there. We're going to be here live together to reveal it.
Yeah, and there is
I should make myself smaller.
We have not revealed this to the coaches, so they have
I'm in the way.
They're actually waiting with bated breath right now if production wants to go to them. Yeah, you can see.
Coaches and our players.
Hi!
And if, without further ado, I mean, do you want
I think we're ready.
Wait,
We're
how
ready to see
visible
who's
am
playing
I?
this beautiful double elimination bracket.
Here it is.
Not very
Talo versus
visible.
Atriot, Bruce versus Frost Prime, Astral Sniffer,
Honestly,
honestly. So I can see there's some pretty excited matchups here, and a lot of people are not excited about it.
I was like, hello, hello. Oh, maybe Kira. Mods, write that down. Write that down. Yeah. I keep my mods in the ceiling, by the way. I'd already had the burrito face reveal, but yeah, I do find it really funny because I think there is an unconscious, whether it's conscious or unconscious thought of like, you know, like if someone is PNG tubing or whatever, it's like, well, if they had the face cut, like why are they? But no, burrito is a handsome grandson. Yeah, Tubbo. I think both me and Tubbo were nervous. Wait. I feel like you're chatting shit, Nak, but I also could see it being true.
On this first match.
That's right.
The Rick and Morty fit from safety and full
We
edge.
just decided to seed by finishing place.
It's the same thing as last year. Did you not learn?
I haven't, Nak. Actually, link it me, Nak.
Because everybody's surprised.
Is it stream safe?
Players go offset immediately to prep their games.
Yeah.
Get ready for the first round as well.
It's going to be pretty intense here, and if you've never seen a Pokemon VGC tournament, right, there are a couple different rules that you have to learn here, and it's pretty simple actually. It's pretty simple. So the rules.
Oh, can I also say, like, I fucked up. I fucked up on both of Tubbo's games in terms of the advice I gave him.
6 Pokemon from their Nuzlocke to the tournament here from their Hall of Fame.
Like, I actually think he succeeded in spite of me, not because of me. For these 2 matches in particular, and I'm going to explain why when we get there.
So if you lose over in just a second.
Yep.
This will literally spread the plague amongst everyone else. Don't worry, I should be able, but we're masked up just in case. But
gonna slow it down for this bit because it's time, guys.
I'm very, very excited for this entire Nuzlocke Invitational tournament here.
Aww.
Today, and I hope you guys are also
excited
too.
Kiss.
I definitely am excited to host this tournament with you, Crow. I'm very. It's a very exciting time. Out here, I promise I won't make you laugh anymore. That's my specialty.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We're currently also just for everyone here, we're currently doing a really fun thing where if you watch the live stream for at least an hour on both of our
I don't have that. I don't have the emote.
Chats and for
our Twitch channels.
Yep.
My YouTube.
Yep. They're stalling right now. They're stalling because they wanted to know that me and Tubbo were ready for our walkout.
Excited for this?
Storylines emerging, right? People are. We had again no rental teams. Everybody actually completed their Nuzlockes, but
which I'm so happy for. I'm so happy for.
With worse teams than others is what we're gonna say. There is definitely, just like there was last year, a team to beat, which we can talk about a little bit more. And there's also a team that did not, get kind of what they wanted. There was a little bit of a problem with.
A little bit of a problem.
We should actually throw it over to our first team, Tubbo and Kaya.
Wow!
And here they are.
Sorry to PM them like that. Oh, look at that. They're playing the dive music. Hey, we got the vibes reset for both of them. Doing subathons to actually get the runs finished.
And say about their team what you will. I mean, they grinded their way through this game. There wasn't a lot of time for them to complete it, but they did it. They suffered some great losses. All
right, that's the first. You know what? That's the first time I'd seen that. That's the first time I'd seen that. Like from that, it's actually not bad. Do you know what it was? It was like it was clunky in the way that I want. Like I feel like that fit our vibe perfectly. Yeah, no, I had, as soon as, I can't remember if it was Kat or if it was Mel, apologies, but, like, we got the message through being like, oh, can you pick your music? And I was like, there's no other music is gonna, like, no other music is appropriate for us to than this one. Yeah, for anyone who hasn't seen it, actually, I don't think I've released that short yet. It will be coming, but yes, there was a moment with the dive
before the Elite Four, they had some very powerful Pokemon that they lost because of a misclick.
Yeah, we did. So, just in case, so Kyle and a Tackle, so the Magnezone and the Clef, would not have come if we had still had Spectria and Chandela. They were the replacements. Well, okay, actually, that's not entirely true. It's not entirely true. The bottom 3 Mons, the top 3 Mons, they were coming no matter what. The bottom 3 were what I was considering in the 6th slot. All of which had their own merits. The Clefable, if it had been in the 6th slot, would have been a Dragon Resist. It would have meant that Atriot could not lock into Draco Meteor and just run away with it. It meant that we had something else for women. Grrr, women. Yeah, it would have meant that we had something else to deal with the women. I do think, all things considered, Kyle's probably the weakest one here. I wanted a Steel Resist. I did think that having... So, the initial plan would have also, if Kyle had come, it would have been holding the Rocky Helmet, because it would have been a means to deal with the Pop Bomb, Regigigas, and Ursaluna. Perpshite, I actually wasn't planning... Like, Perpshite was, on paper, the best mon. But, and this is the problem, is that all of our win cons became, how can we best utilize Perpshite? I didn't want Perpshite on, because Perpshite is the most game knowledge, field reading, like, it is the hardest Pokemon to fucking use. Because you need to not only know what the opponent's Pokemon does exactly, you need to know when it can come in, and which slot it is in order to copy the right one. So my initial plan didn't have it on there because I was like, we've only got so much time. I would rather teach you how to use the rest of the team. Of course, the instant. No, I mean, Jen was our strongest mon. Jen was by far our strongest mon. But yeah, no, exactly.
You're trying to put a team together that is as best as possible against this team. I want to draw attention.
Trust me, like there are
Ditto can be anything.
I might have made a mistake in not bringing Gliscor. I will absolutely say that I might have made a mistake, but because Gliscor had Sketch. So in theory, we could have gotten either an actual fake out mon, or a wide guard mon. Here's the thing. Getting, like, after the incident, getting us both to be able to, like, set that up would have just been a bit cooked, I think.
It is a randomized game that they play through, so there is randomized abilities, moves, whatever. But Ditto specifically in the game that they play through would always have that imposter ability that lets them copy.
Yeah, I mean, it's transform on switch it. They also have the Ting Lu, which is really special here.
I love that change, by the way.
It's a dark type, which
I low-key wish, or like, if there is a next year, I hope that some other Pokemon get something similar to that. I'm specifically thinking Smeargle. I think you should be rewarded to get a Smeagol by Smeagol having it coded in that it has naturally incredible moves. Oh, wait, Zoe, are you still here? Because if you are, I have a question. Yeah, so the Ursaluna... Actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to reveal stuff. I don't know if I'm able to reveal stuff about the under the hood aspects, but there's a reason why there's 3 Ursalunas.
Team, surprisingly, it's also very, very tanky, and I'm very excited to see especially how Aatrox goes against it.
Especially with
maybe Pappy, but like,
well, it's a very physically defensive Pokemon, but it's got that special defense going on as well. The Tinglu specifically is for this matchup. I want you as a viewer to pay close attention to this because it is going to be the pivotal thing. As we talk about the next team that we might be seeing here.
Yeah, Team Aatrox and Team Jackie Internet.
Give it up for Team Unk, everybody. A lot of people fell in love with this pairing.
This entrance.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Dude, like,
got a custom handshake.
They fucking also, yeah, there we go. I've been watching I haven't been watching Mr. Beast. I have been watching a disgusting amount of Warhammer 40k lore videos. I don't understand why. No. Joint 7th. Joint 7th.
And everything. Look at them with the
guys.
shades, the custom music.
The aura for this one was insane. Also, Aatrox was as nice in real life as he seemed on screen, which is a very nice thing to find out.
I don't know if you see that from Aatrox actually bend all the way down.
Good vibe. I mean, everyone was like good vibes all day.
Aatrox, one of the most impassioned players I've seen in these tournaments ever. Just very, very into it all. Even was Nuzlocking when after the event was done.
Oh, Fluttermane. Thank fuck you didn't get a fairy move.
Fluttermane with adaptability, and the Latios with Choice Scarf and Beads of Ruin.
Now, adaptability actually makes your stab, your same attack bonus, instead of 1.5 times X, it's actually 2 times as strong with the Fluttermane.
Yeah, I mean, Teddy being in the more common encounter was what did it.
Is pretty nasty.
I think there is something to say.
I kept saying that to him, everyone, how grateful I was that he was just so into it.
Not only the Pokemon that you caught that influenced the team, but also the TMs you could find and the movesets you could find in this randomizer. And this is something where Aatrox's team is kind of lacking, right? We see here, there is no Protect, no Spiky Shield, no Burning Bulwark, none of those protection moves on this team. There's no that kind of tech.
I mean, he had Wide Guard, but...
From the Latios, from the Fluttermane, from the Gengar with the Life Orb and with the Sheer Force ability here, just tons of damage coming in. And I think the pivotal thing here is going to be no fairy type moves on the Fluttermane.
Yeah, that was the thing he really wanted.
Level up moveset for this Fluttermane, and that makes the Tinglu on Tubbo's side really important for this matchup, because I think the pivotal thing for this matchup specifically here is Aatrox doesn't have a lot of ways to break through this wall.
Yeah, I mean, look at these guys. They're coming back through. Hey, good luck from both of them. And with the, oh, okay, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? It works really well. Respect. This is.
Did you see it? I went for a fist bump. He went for a handshake. Honestly, I want a fist bump. It's fucking warm in there, guys. It was really warm.
Very tough matchup for what you said with Aatrox versus Tubbo, because Aatrox really he can't protect. He's hyper offense here, and he's hoping to make sure he can break through that Tinglu before Tubbo.
I love how they like
with those protects, because that's what Tubbo needs to win. He needs to make some really good calls here.
They look like office workers.
You know,
I was originally going to wear this top. I was gonna wear this because. Oh, it's being cropped. What do you mean? Jump that. Don't make me break out the timeouts again, buddy. Oh, the banner. You mean this one? You mean this banner? Yeah, this banner is pretty good. It's a good touch. I like this banner. That's maybe fair, Knack. Get to. They couldn't stop me. They couldn't stop me before they realized that it had gone. I was off. I'd ran away.
One thing worth noting here, Kaya, the coach that won the whole thing alongside Ray last year, kind of the title defender here.
All right. You know what? My profile's not bad. That was an all right profile shot.
Title behind her here.
Normally, I hate my profile shot, but you know what? The nose was nosing.
And we'll see how she can adapt in her coaching style, and we'll see how Tubbo can perform on the stage here.
Yeah, Kaya is the defending champion here, so I mean, Tubbo really needs to pull through. Hilariously, even during the Nuzlocke portion, the thing that brought Tubbo down, killed 2 of his mons that he was going to bring to the Elite
Alright, do we have to...
was actually Valkyrie Ray's team. So pretty poetic there.
Yeah, there was a Spectre, there was a Chandelure that would have been great on this team that both got taken out in that fight against Ray's old team in the game that they played. And that really changes the dynamic here.
I love the fact that on Tubbo's side we had a Mudkip.
Sure. Yeah. Just raw firepower into just tech. I also want to draw...
Thank you. Yeah, the outfit wasn't... like I said, I was going to wear this, which has been cropped with the jeans that I wore, but... I was fun. You know what? The outfit. I wanted to. I wanted to like break from what I wore last year. You know. I didn't want to just like. Even though I do think the skirt would have gone hard this year. I think the skirt would have gone hard because of the school theme. You know. Hello, Tubu.
Another dark type that's kind of hard for Aatrox to attack. It's fast. It's got tech. It's got the ice hammer.
Oh, Zebra, I'm so sorry. I missed your raid. Thank you for the raid, sweetheart.
There's a lot of firepower as well on Tubbo's team, and I think the big important thing is for all of Tubbo's matches, when is that Ditto going to come into play?
My computer's having a little bit of a...
For the very important Pokemon that they lost, bringing in the Ditto at the right time to copy the right Pokemon, I think is going to be a lot of Tubbo's win condition in these matches.
You can see all the coaches and everything prepping there too. I mean, that Ditto is incredibly important. It'll copy whatever Pokemon is across from it specifically. So you want to make sure that it doesn't come in immediately, and you want to make sure it copies something that you can actually make sure that you can use against your opponent. So if you want to copy that Beads of Ruin Latios and be throwing some Draco Meteors back at Aatrox, that's a really, really good strategy. But here's the thing.
Yeah, I want a different vibe though for the walkout this year.
Because Aatrox can swap it off.
Probably, yeah.
So Aatrox has a hyper offense team. Tubbo playing it pretty defensively and needs to make some right calls. I think this is probably Tubbo's best matchup of the tournament.
That's right.
on number 1. This is probably also one of Aatrox's worst matchups of the tournament.
Yeah, so it was. I'll be real, when we got given Aatrox, I was like, there's a chance. You'll see how I was wrong and how I needed to prep him better in a second.
Full steam ahead forward all the time for Aatrox team, and there is so much firepower here. The Beads of Ruin lowering that special defense, Lumina Crash on the Choice Scarf Latios to lower special defense even more on the enemy teams. There's just so much. Even though people were kind of talking it down a little bit because it's the second ghost type, but the life for...
Fuck. No. We'll get to what I just thought in a second.
Sheer Force Gengar with Shadow Ball, with Sludge Bomb, with Blizzard.
Here we go.
As we load into the first match, let's see.
Absolutely, but the man's busy as shit. Like, he's got so much. It's same with Ray. Like, I would love to, but you know, my DMs are always open. Yeah, it really is, Crumsy. Based on how Tina was playing, I don't think so. Tina went absolutely crazy mode.
And Weavile against it.
Okay, so this lead is what I wanted. So it wasn't that I got the lead wrong, which you'll see in a bit is what happened in the next fight.
No psychic move's probably going to come out from the Latios.
It's exactly according to at this point, you can't see me on the coach. I've just gone yes. Okay.
Makes it a psychic terrain.
So I'm really happy about this lead. I'm like, this is exactly what we prepped for. I've given him the line. He endures.
Will not see any fake outs coming out from the Flutter main here. That's like one of the biggest things.
And you'll see just how quick he locks it in. Boom. Bulldoze.
I mean, incredibly important. We'll see if it's a knowledge check. If I recall, Aatrox has actually been coached by some VGC players here. Tubbo did some napkin math in the lobby, so we'll see how their stuff goes.
And just the movesets are just really bad into this double dark type combo here. Fluttermane doesn't really have any moves to it. We see the Endure actually come out from the Weavile.
Yeah, that means that the Weavile actually just cannot be killed.
So, everything goes according to how I thought it was going to go.
In one hit.
They Draco the Weavile. Endure. That when I taught Endure, it was literally this matchup I was thinking of. It was this exact scenario. It's the exact scenario. And you're gonna see in a second how I fucked up.
And the double up with the Bitter Malice going into the Weavile that also endured. That's basically.
Wonder if you can hear it.
Protect here.
Yep.
Oh wow, this is no move from Atrioc. He's really not gotten much there. The White Herb makes sure that you actually don't get the stat drop there. And Bulldoze killing.
Going for the speed drop here. No levitate on the Latios, obviously. Super important here. The Weavile able to survive all 3 of those hits because of the way that Enduro.
So. At that point, if you would cut to the coach's couch, I was going, fuck, oh, that's so unlucky. So unlucky. Wasn't. Bitter Malice is a 100% chance to drop your attack stat. I did not realize this. I did not realize this because I found out later that in Legends Arceus, Bitter Malice was a percentage chance, I do believe. Hold on, let me just double check. Yep. Has a 30% chance to leave the target with Frostbite. The move's power is doubled if the target has a status condition. In Generation 9, Bitter Malice's base power was increased to 75 and its PP load to 10. It no longer powers up if the target has a status condition, and it instead lowers the target's attack stat by 1 stage. The entire move effect was changed from Generation 8 to Generation 9. Now, that's okay. Right? Sometimes you want to change the way, especially going from a game like Legends Arceus, you want to change the way a move works. I totally get that. The problem is, Bitter Malice is exclusively given to Hisuian Zoroark, who, even if you do see it in VGC, which is very rare, it's not a common Pokemon to see in VGC, even if you see it in VGC, 99% of people will instead run Shadow Ball because it's got 5 more base power, and realistically, you would rather kill than drop their attack. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, the fact that it's also going from Frostbite, which for anyone who doesn't know, Frostbite was the Legends Arceus exclusive status condition that halves your special attack stat, to dropping your physical attack stat. Like, there were so many, and look, these are all fucking excuses. These are all excuses, but I'm explaining how I didn't catch this. No, the Frostbite, well, I guess actually, if Frostbite was in the game, well, no, because if it's, anyway, it doesn't matter. The actual thing was, I thought it was a 30% chance to drop, when it was actually a guaranteed drop. Which meant that the plan that I had built, which was Endure Weavile, drop the Latios' speed, drop the Fluttermane's speed, Weavile will then outspeed, you target the Fluttermane, killing the Fluttermane, Latios is at -2 because of Draco. You kowtow cleave it. You've now dealt with the Fluttermane and the Latios. That's the idea. That's the idea. That was why I thought the White Herb was cool. You had synergy with that. I was umming and ahhing then I was umming and ahhing then because I realized just now that if we had put the covert cloak on Weavile, this plan would have worked. Because Bulldoze would not have dropped its speed, Bitter Malice would not have dropped its attack, and we could have gotten this off. The reason I didn't was one, because it felt like a bit of a waste because, like, Weavile was already kind of... The Psychic Terrain means that Fake Out strats aren't working. Felt like a little bit overkill considering Covert Cloak's main thing is stopping Fake Outs. The other reason I didn't is because, again, I didn't see the Bitter Malice. I didn't realize that that was going to screw up this plan. The third thing was we had Ice Hammer as our only ice move on Weavile, and White Herb also synergized with that because it meant that you can get an Ice Hammer off twice without lowering your speed.
Works. It's not like...
Yeah, so what has happened here is where we were supposed to not have our speed dropped so we could outspeed the Flutter Mane. Our Weavile also had its speed dropped, meaning that essentially the speed tiers are unchanged because Tinglu's slow as fuck. It's not outspeeding anything.
Sash, where it's a one-time survive, you will just always survive here. Speed control has now been set up. Now, the Weavile did get its speed dropped as well, because the White Herb got consumed by the Bitter Malice from the Flutter Mane, right?
Hi,
so
Damas.
Weavile also speed dropped here. Latios still has the Choice Scarf, still a very fast Pokemon. We'll see what the next move is here for Tubbo. Maybe the game plan is just to get as much speed control on these Pokemon as possible, as they're unable to get... We actually see the switch out here.
Yeah, we got the withdraw from the Latios here into his mouse hold. Okay, we'll see. This thing is scrappy, so it can hit Ghost types. And we get the Bitter Malice to make sure that the Weavile goes down. That Weavile was huge, huge for Tubbo, and didn't really give Atrioc the value that he needed. The Bulldoze goes back out, and we get the speed fall.
The speed drop from the Bulldoze was super important here.
Toxic that would have been nice.
Still slower than the Flutter Mane, so it was able to take it out on 1 HP here.
Tubbo makes a misplay here, an understandable one. Again, this is why Ditto is so fucking tricksy. He sends out Ditto. And normally, Flutter Mane is a great Pokemon to copy with Ditto. Absolutely fantastic Pokemon to have Ditto copy. Because of the Bulldoze speed drops, we are copying them as well.
Copy the speed drops on the Flutter Mane as well, as it copies that side. But it does give him the full HP on this adaptability.
So... What we could have done there, should have done, is gone into a tackle and gotten a Shed Tail into Perpshite. Honestly, a tackle might have been able to kill. I don't know. A tackle's slow as well. Like, our whole team was so slow. That was the worst part of our team.
So it could actually go for the fake out on the Flutter Mane here, but Psychic Terrain is still up, so still no priority to be seen.
Yeah, so you can actually fake out and get that flinch, but it won't go first, right?
Oh, thank you.
So it goes out pretty much first, regardless of any speed checks here.
Yeah, you do. Which, in most of the matchups, was great, because, like, Ditto comes out, it copies the No Retreat buffs and the Clanger's Soul buffs.
This is not as good for Atrioc as you want it to be. He's looking to sweep that Latios and that Flutter Mane.
Latios in the back now. Beads of Ruin no longer active. He doesn't have that.
And it's actually so frustrating this because if we were able to kill these two here, Latios would have been rendered useless because it would either have to lock into Draco or into Psycho Boost, and Tinglu plus Clefable meant that, like, we would always win that.
Alright, this can hit up to 10 times. Yeah, no, you don't even need to here.
Dude, this would have been a great moment for us to not have had the, for it to gotten the wide lens miss, I can't lie.
Absolutely nothing for Tubbo. Unfortunately, it's that speed drop that actually made a huge difference. Because
it's crazy that we don't outspeed this. It's crazy that we don't outspeed this. Thank you, Kirby. Yes, it is scrappy.
Going in to do some pretty major damage. And he gets the Toxic Chain proc.
The Toxic Chain ability coming into play here for the Tinglu.
Aw, thank you, Mike. My Croco.
Now it's looking pretty decent.
So, sorry, this is not invitational talk. This is makeup talk, but I'll always talk makeup when people want to talk makeup. Yeah, red lips. It's even now, like even wearing it on Invitational Day, I felt like very. I know it's a bold lip. Bold lip is scary. But I mean, there's a reason why red is the color that people associate with lipstick. It's because it's fucking good color and people should wear it more.
Does he have enough firepower to actually break through? Will the Tinglu continually chip away at Aatrox? Kind of.
Gotta make sure your lips are properly lined though.
He's got the Latios in the back.
If you're wearing like a gloss or a pink, it's kind of fine if you're not like perfectly even. But if you're wearing red, especially if you're wearing like. Look, I'm not gonna yuck anyone's yums, but if you're wearing black, like, you gotta make sure that that lip is seamless. Seamless. Because, like, any minor, like, unevenness is immediately visible for just how bold a color it is.
Again, right? Assault Vest on the Tinglu is gonna shield it from a lot of the damage, and
oh, yeah, no, I mean, Steph, unless you have a lip tint, it won't. Like, there's a reason why you seem... Like, I've got a makeup redeem for that specific reason. Mine also comes off for other sluttier reasons, but, you know. What? I can't do anything about that.
Meteor comes out, the special attack falls on the Latios. Can you switch it out again to get rid of those stat drops? It's kind of hard, right? Clefable's going to be the last Pokemon.
Finding your red as well. This one's real. I really like this one. Darker reds, I prefer to lighter ones. I actually don't think I suit a light red.
So a little bit of tech left here for Tubbo, but it's only down to 2 Pokemon with this Bring 6 Choose 4 format for the VGC stuff.
Yeah, we also got a new thing here. You know, we mentioned before that it was 30-second move timers. Now, we had to actually do some finagling with the Scarlet and Violet competitive thing here in the rule set. And so we actually have 60-second move timers. So it's 30 seconds longer than people thought beforehand. But, I mean, hey, 30 seconds versus the 5 minutes that these guys would take sometimes during the Nuzlocke Invitational moves it's pretty significant.
I did get it back in place immediately, though.
Really snappy choices.
Yep.
I know, Day. I know.
Let's just see what kind of damage comes out here. I mean, the Mousehole does have the population bomb, but it also doesn't have the highest attack stat, and there's just like so much tankiness still on the side of Tubbo.
It does.
Over. We see the population bomb.
Dude,
oh, that was a critical
I can't
hit.
wait till like the day comes when I'm able to have enough space to do like a full like streamer room. Yeah, but man it. Man's cropped, girl! Man's cropped! Man it, crop your top. Join the crop top mafia. Also, hi, Manet. Guys, Steph, can we get a shout out for Manet, please? Yeah. I wish you had longer. I wish you had longer here, Manet. I wanted to... That's fair. That's also fair, Steph.
That did not do that much.
Yeah,
this is 3,
no, my makeup got so much
5,
old makeup that I just
6,
refuse to throw away because I'm like, I can get use out of it.
6 times out of 10.
It can still continue.
Pop Bomb's gross, man. Pop Bomb is so gross.
This is 6, 7.
Going.
Oh, because it wasn't... Thank you, Brett, for reminding me. It wasn't finished. My girlfriend was doing the cut that morning, and we were like 10 minutes out, and I was already running a little bit late, so we had to skedaddle. But then when she came that night, she showed up with the top on, and I was like, ah! Yeah, Mana, your commentary absolutely popped off.
10 times, there we go, I counted wrong, look at me.
You're telling me, Steph? You're telling me? You're telling me?
Bitter Mouth gonna take out the Clefable, and now
thank you.
The world. Does Aatrox have enough firepower left? Come up infused, which is basically Metal Burst here. It's counter Mirror Code in 1, but it does not work as Tinglu was not hit. Toxic Chain chipping away at the Mousehole here. Both those Pokemon very low, but I mean, it's all just like continue clicking bulldoze with Tinglu for now.
I mean, here's the mind game that you got going on, right? Like comeuppance, it will actually, if you get hit, do 1.5 times damage back to the user. So are we going to be seeing, you know, a comeuppance here with Tubbo? I mean, it's basically the mind game that you're playing. He's getting some crits here. That population bomb is actually insane with the 1.5 times.
Population bomb missed
10 times. Wow, he's killing it. We get the Bitter Malice. This might also attack drop. and gets the attack drop as well.
Wow. It does seem like there's enough.
I never bothered because of my because of how horrifically hooded my eyes are, Steph. I've never bothered with with a wing liner.
It's looking pretty good.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'd rather just like I'd rather put all my stat points into the eyeshadow, you know.
To lower the special defense even more on the side of Atrioc. We'll see what the fourth Pokemon that he brought here, and that's actually going to be very good info. It is going to be Shade the Gengar. Sheer Force, Life Orb, so much power here.
In theory, we could have won this. So if
what does Sheer Force Gengar does? Like, why is what does Sheer Force do? What does Life Orb do? And why is that so important?
So Sheer Force gives you a damage boost on all of your moves that have a secondary effect. That
we don't. Spoiler alert: we don't win. We don't win this. Draco had a 10% chance of missing.
Shadow Ball, Blizzard has an additional chance of that to happen. That is canceled out, but they are powered up as a result.
Yeah.
Life Orb, which powers up those moves.
Draco from Latios has 10% chance of missing. I don't know if Gengar kills with I don't know if Gengar kills with Sludge Bomb or not. I doubt it because of the resistance.
But makes you take recall in the process. But Sheer Force actually has a
Mana, what was I to do? You know? What was I to do?
Synergy with Life Orb
didn't have many options there.
And there we go. We have game 1 for Atrioc. Tubbo unfortunately loses there, trying to wall with that.
Yay, Day! That makes me happy.
But, hey, you know what? Atrioc.
I hope as many as humanly possible.
And make it through.
Oh, Tubbo
is looking a little bit stressed out. Atrioc's looking good. We see Jackie's clapping.
We see that, you know, we hear Kaya from the squad over here saying Tubbo never punished, but I recall he was famously punished that one time.
Wow.
There was one specific time where they did get punished. It was a pretty important one. Tubbo, how can he adapt in game 2 here? It is a best
really quick. You can see the population bomb with Scrappy going right.
I had to bring that up, didn't you guys?
Not being able to do much here because of the speed drop, and then another population bomb. Honestly, like Poobah is doing some pretty nasty work.
What do you mean after what they did to me this year?
With 10 times. He has a wide on his.
Yay, Demon, I'm happy. Good night, Steph. Sweet dreams, my love.
Now, this is really where we see Atrioc's team at its best. It's just full force.
Atrioc's such a good pilot.
Every single turn, just damage and damage and damage, and not really caring about all the weird tech stuff that, you know, someone like Tubbo might be setting up against him.
Yeah, if we want to actually listen in on what they're saying right now, we can change that over to production.
I totally need something which is against that.
He's kind of spitting.
Honestly. Okay.
He's trying to figure out how to actually swap this up. Do you keep the same leads? Do you swap your leads?
Okay.
Do you keep the same strategy? Like, what do you go with it?
The Weavile Tingle looks.
Yay! What you Nuzlocking, Kuflo?
Not really working out for him, especially with the Latios being withdrawn there. Didn't really.
I had so much fun. Like, please, I had so much fun this year. I had so much fun last year, and I'll have so much fun next year. Right, guys? Right? Because we'll cancel it. We'll cancel the whole thing. We'll throw it in the ocean. I'm already one of 2 people on the planet that have got to be part of this thing twice as coaches. Like, 3 times is pushing it. Would I love to do it? Of course I would love to do it. We don't even know if there's going to be one next year. I dearly hope there is. But, you know. It's still in the air.
The setup with the Ditto as much, I don't think it was the right time to switch it in. I don't know if it's even the...
Agreed. Agreed.
Not being brought this time. We'll see how the notes that Kaya maybe gave him, how the prep kind of gave him, is going to make him adapt here.
I mean, if you had to use Ditto here versus Atrioc, what would you want to even copy? All right, here we go. We actually have the...
I mean, there isn't a good... You can't... The fact that Bitter Malice, so I'm gonna talk through how he could have adapted here.
Yeah, probably gonna see the same kind of play. I did like the Enduro a lot. I did like the Bulldoze. It's just that again, the white are probably going to be consumed again.
Yeah, we have that Endure coming back from the Weavile, seeing if Aatrox doubles back into the Weavile. Oh, and he does go with the Draco Meteor right into the Weavile to get it down.
There's good like, now that I know that Bit of Malice always drops, this is a really safe play for Aatrox, because it does two things. One, it deletes the Weavile if Tubbo decides not to go for Endure. But two, like, it covers for most switches. The only... And this is the adaptation that you would make. Like, as soon as I find out Bit of Malice always drops, the adaptation that I would make here... Well, actually, the first thing I probably would have done is change the items around. If, you know, I had a time machine, I could go back to the post-Drake item extravaganza. But let's just assume I don't have a time machine. Switching into Clef this turn on the Weavile slot would have been the play. Doing that play, like, saying that now, in retrospect, and knowing that play in the moment, no, like, I would never expect Tubbo to make that play.
Fluttermane go for the same slot.
Yep.
He does. He goes for the Bitter Malice. Do we get the attack drop with the White Herb? It does, and there we go.
I'm sorry you had an awful 36 hours, Freya.
That is incredibly important.
Thank you, love.
Here, because if we go with the Bulldoze, you see that Weavile is also...
On the coach couch, they won't show it. Right now is probably when someone is telling me that Bit of Malice is 100% chance to drop.
Again, a sitting duck after those
and the Toxic Chain hits his own Weavile!
No.
I will actually say, I wasn't mad about that.
You can lose your Endure Pokemon there. Actually, very classic. It's
I wasn't mad about
but that is
1, 2, 3, 4 getting deleted by the Toxic Chain.
I don't even hate this for Tubbo. Because
Thank
that
you.
Duck after the speed drop, right? Tubbo just said, I've killed myself, which is kind of what happened. However, I do kind of like the tempo advantage of that Weavile now being out of the way, just kind of consuming that.
I think that's me clapping.
The Ursaluna is being brought in the back instead of the Ditto.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, exactly what you're mentioning. You have tempo right here.
Yeah, so the play here...
As a sitting duck, you can actually bring
the play here is to go to a tackle. I think Shed Tail is such a confusing move.
It's tempo swaps.
That we're going to see that crop up again later.
Not in a terrible position.
Getting Jen behind his substitute right now would have been amazing.
I could imagine that Aatrox is just kind of thinking here, the Tinglu he saw in game 1, it doesn't have that much damage potential.
We'll never know. We'll never know. We had a team before, like, the first iteration of the team was one of the best ones in the tournament.
Yeah, but if he's in a 2v1 situation, he can eventually do it. He's probably thinking about just like focusing down this other side. I'd love to see a Burning Bulwark here actually from the Ursaluna, just because it buys you another turn.
Bruce's team was amazing. Bruce's team would have been considerably worse had we not had that happen. Because Burrito was literally going to bring 2 lesser mons just to deal with what we could do to the team.
Speed control onto the field, right?
Yes, I think a Trick Room TM would have been delightful.
Has leftovers. The Ursaluna.
I think a Trick Room TM would have gone crazy.
He proc his own Toxic Chain again on it with a Bulldoze to actually get that get those facades online or something. It's going to be kind of rough here. The moveset's looking a little rough around the edges for this Ursaluna, but maybe he can do something here if he just stalls for a turn with Burning Bulwark, gets as much value out of this Tinglu as possible while protecting the other side, because I think Aatrox is going to focus that other side down as much as possible.
We see Aatrox taking over the taking back the Latios there. It was
like,
he wants to make sure he doesn't get as much value there.
I got
Kuba. That population bomb goes with the burning Bulwark.
Not the play.
This is protect, and if you do contact with it, you actually burn yourself. Yep. That is
not the play.
Signature move. We got Lumina Crash going into the protect. So
Headlong Rush on the Puba spot would have been great.
We have Kowtow Cleave going in for the...
I do like the... Yeah, even Precipice plus Kowtow there would have genuinely put Aatrox seriously on the back foot.
That Fluttermane has to actually hit this Ursaluna.
Yeah, like, it just... That move there just lost tempo, and I think it also comes down to just not knowing quite what they could do. I will also say, though, that did cover for a potential... Because I'm curious what the calc is. I think a Lumina crash from the Flutter into a Draco from the Latios would have killed, but now that I think about it, Latios always outsped, so they couldn't have done that anyway.
It's a ghost move and electric move on the other slot, right? So very predictable what he can go for here.
Yeah, I will say Aatrox was one of our better matchups.
The Lumina Crash is going to drop special defense, but like he's going to be able to live for a while. The Tinglu can get a lot more value here. Really, really like that Burning Bulwark play. Let's see what we see from the
dude, Foolish's noises throughout the day
to switch into any of these
killed me
because he has no resistance to it, right? The Latios doesn't have Levitate, the Gengar doesn't have Levitate, he has no Pokemon that actually resists it, so this is going to be, he needs to like start killing things fast here.
All right, we have the population bomb going in.
One,
oh my God, no
2, here we
12,
go.
10 to 12 damage per. That's
bomb
4,
then.
5.
Fucking pop
we'll
bomb.
See a 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, and we have 9. It's going to go for 10 here with that wide lens.
Fuck's sake, Eric.
Chance to hit.
Good.
Fuck's sake. I heard
we have
that.
the Lumina Crash also going in here. That's going to do the special defense drop. So the Lumina Crash will definitely kill next time. I mean, only has 35% HP. Has Defiance! Oh! Did Aatrox remember
the miss here. The miss really sucked. The miss sucked so much.
Actually, that's so unlucky for Tubbo. Doesn't manage to actually at least take down the mouse as the grab apple does not.
Oh, I mean,
wow.
okay. Make no mistake, Watts. We didn't really have good matchups. We more had a variable range of bad to very bad matchups. This was closer to the bad.
Logo before anything else. Now, here's the thing about the Ursaluna. Define ability means that if its stats get dropped, then it actually raises.
Oh, we all like after a while we all did. We all popped off every time a Soul Heart boost happened.
One move it can hit it with the Lumina Crash procs the defined ability to up the attack. Very unlucky miss.
I know. There was so much potential
Ursaluna.
sitting.
I love
Even
this here for Tubbo. Very.
Even. Because our Ursaluna had Facade, so even a Toxic Chain proc would have gone kind of crazy.
That went that way. And probably the move selection on the...
I would not have wanted us to take the rental team, because one, it still wouldn't have been as good as this team. And two, like, Tubbo completed his first ever Nuzlocke, and I think that's the most important part of this entire event. The VGC part is amazing, like, it's the one that gets, like, the most concurrent views at once. But, you know, if you take the month of Nuzlocke content prior to that, you know, that is the bulk of this event. It's called the Nuzlocke Invitational. So, yeah, I'm just glad he finished his Nuzlocke.
Grab apple, not the optimal thing here. Now, shade the game.
It wasn't a misplay. I like, what other move would I have gone with?
Those life orb sheer force moves.
No, I didn't see the rental team.
Damage here.
Although, like, I'll be real, I can think of a couple of months that they should have put on the rental team if they did give us a rental team.
Burning Bulwark, maybe to kind of stall things out. Just
exactly.
Speed control with bulldoze on it, right? But the bulldoze or even the kowtow cleave from Tinglu can do a lot of damage into the Gengar here. I think I'd really like to see stalling with the protection here.
It has stab cleave.
Value as possible to do damage into this Gengar. He needs to kind of stall out here. Get
yeah,
back into this
no,
game.
exactly,
Maybe
Aspen.
There's a line where you're burning Bulwark twice. Try to go for the back-to-back protects, which is unlikely to happen, but like you got to play to your outs at some point.
I actually don't think you can burn Bulwark twice. With the special protect moves, you can't do that twice in a row.
Gotcha.
So he actually has nothing there, you know? Oh, and show what I know.
I will say that, but Precipice, I think it made more sense on the Ursaluna, and I still hold to that. I think coming off of the Ursaluna's attack stat, it was way more powerful. I also... I wanted Bulldoze on one Pokemon, because... I don't know if you noticed, we have no fucking speed control on this team. And the mon that made the most sense to have Bulldoze was our Tinglu.
You know, fuck me, am I right?
Well, he did attack.
Oh, right, yeah. No, that was a misplay. That was a misplay. I talked to him about it afterwards.
Genius move from Aatrox.
Wow, 75% accurate.
But again, like, trying to...
We'll see what happens.
You're playing in... Because he never played Scarlet and Violet before. He'd seen these guys as 2D sprites. and remembering everything, keeping track of everything, and then being like, wait, no, my stab kowtow cleave is better here. He also, and this is something that and all of the coaches have talked about it. All of the coaches have talked about the effective knowledge gap that we don't even realize is there sometimes. Best example I can think of is the Ray fight. I'm making plans for Tubbo. I'm like, right, Spectre needs to target the Tyranitar. Chandler needs to do this. And Tubbo rightfully says, who's Chandler, who's Spectre, who's Tyranitar? Because we've been calling Spectre Mellanox 100G, and we've been calling Chandler, and so something as simple as the names of the Pokemon, Tubbo doesn't know that. Understandably so, because they've been called something else for the entire game. And, oh yeah, the reason I got onto this point is because right there, I know Fluttermane has a low base HP and a low base defense, and has no EV investment, meaning that a strong physical hit is twatting that thing. Tubbo doesn't know that. And so, lowering its defense so that you can kill it the next turn, that's completely reasonable against half of Aatrox's team. It's just that in this case, it wasn't.
You'll get the KO Lumina Crash right into the Burning Bulwark. Yep. Yeah, make sure that you actually don't get that hit in. And wow, it is pretty dead even right now. Tubbo has to claw this back up, but that sleep is so bad. It can sleep for up to 3 turns, can't do anything.
There were very limited EVs. You could pick up vitamins across the world and use the EVs in the tournament.
From Aatrox, so much. Recognizing
but like, it was completely random chance, and there were not many of them at all.
Shutting that Tinglu down instead of going for like the obvious play, which is the Blizzard that's super effectively hits both sides twice, right? Knowing that that protection move is going to come out, and now Aatrox can do whatever he wants, right? He's got these 2 slow Pokemon in front of him that really can't do anything this turn.
Yeah, at this point it was cooked.
Can get an attack in here. Do you want to get another Defiant proc? Because one thing worth noting is the Ursaluna did get a lot of leftovers recovery, and I think it will live another Lumina Crash.
You think so?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. So do you go for the Blizzard and risk a miss, right? Or do you think, like, this is the head calc moment, Lumina Crash? I mean, it did get the special defense drop, so it's probably just going to go down here.
Calculating short calculator, by the way, for those watching currently.
Yeah, Tubbo didn't know that sleep doesn't get cured on Switch. Yeah, this play cost him this game.
Instead, just get the Clefable in here as fast as possible to...
I feel like you do actually burn the 1 sleep turn, because then that Tinglu has a chance. Sludge Bomb goes in, gets the kill on the Ursaluna. That Ursaluna is absolutely...
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Basically, Ursaluna's off the field now, so there's no more threat from it.
And it's going to be Bitter Malice into... With that adaptability.
But yeah, switching, Tubbo thought that he was going to get cleared of sleep there, but he didn't, and that was it. That, like, there was a world in which, like, a 1-turn wake up there could have won us the game, but, like, with that, it was over.
Very much kind of the last couple outs that he has, which is like a first turn.
Yeah, no. The Invitational is not the Invitational without them. Not just because they obviously fucking made the thing, but
how do you even get through that Tinglu? But here's the thing, he gets that super effective attacks, critical hit. I don't think that mattered at all. Right into the Clefable.
No, it did not.
Sitting duck with a Tinglu here. Aatrox, bad matchup. But here's the thing, he played this so well. He knows his outs. He knows what Tubbo needs to win. He knows.
Yeah, Aatrox played so well. This will not kill because of the Bitter Malice drop.
And it does do a lot of damage here. The Spoilers might take out both of these ghost types if he can survive.
What does this guy go for here? I feel like he goes for the Hail Mary Blizzard, no? Or does he go for the Sludge? I actually don't remember.
Honestly, I mean, like, Draco Meteor can miss. That's an out for Tubbo as well.
Yeah, no, there were a few moments in the Nuzlocke where Yawn came up and I was like, you need to switch, so...
Playing some mind games here.
It might not be...
Okay, he went for Sleep Powder.
75% chance, and he gets it.
I want you to get ready because Sleep Powder is going to be used in this tournament a lot, and you're going to get really mad at it. You see another attack drop here. This Tinglu is just not going to be able to get any value.
I think if that Sleep Powder had missed, Tubbo could still have won.
A little bit too high. There's so much just firepower left here. Blizzard is going to hit.
Yeah, the Blizzard hit.
Wow, 70%.
That crit might have not, I don't know.
But wow, what an absolute domination from Aatrox. Tubbo almost make it back, but with that tempo change, could not block victory from the Precipice.
That Precipice Blades miss was actually so important there as well. Like,
yeah, it was.
Very, very well in the game too.
I think Tubbo played
like the switch up with the Ursaluna.
The 2 misplays from Tubbo were the Burning Bulwark and the Tinglu switch, but like I said, like, I don't fault him for those at all. One is a very specific tempo thing that you need like 7 pieces of information to know that it's not the right play. The other one is like getting the yawn mechanic mixed up with the actual sleep mechanic, which...
victory over Tubbo. Going to winner's bracket, Tubbo goes down to losers.
Yeah, if the competitors, the players and the coaches want to come down for an interview, we'd love to see that. I mean, look at this.
Oh yeah, sheer force and life orb is... Yeah, that Gengar's damage output is disgusting.
All guys, come on. Yeah, come on down, come on down. Welcome in, welcome in.
I don't want to get sick.
Whoa. I mean,
get Ligma or whatever.
hey, you know, I'm just holding a toxic orb. That's all you need to know right now. So.
Hey.
Anyways, welcome in, guys. Hey, I got so many questions there. We know. Let me talk to Aatrox here first.
Talk to me. Talk to PC.
So we know that the Tubbo matchup was probably one of your harder matchups here. What were your thoughts going into this? And then how did you? How did you defeat him?
There's no hard matchups for me. I want to tell you right now, all the stuff you've heard about Young's team being super strong and nobody can beat in practice, I'm not worried at all about anybody. We're taking them down. And Tubbo was the first step of my way to the championship.
Wow,
so I was 0% worried.
I mean, you basically brought him down to the losers bracket here, you know?
Actually, if I'm being real, let's be real for a second.
Okay,
I heard he's the best shot against Young, and so we're trying to set him up so that if she gets knocked out losers, nobody has to see her again. He's got to knock her out.
Yeah.
I was generally afraid of that Ditto. I was afraid of Ditto. You never know, because he could be my strongest guy, and he can outspeed me and beat me, and then it's a speed tie, right?
Yeah,
that's
speed tie.
That's what we're afraid of. But honestly, he was just talking in my ear the whole time.
I just try to get some intel, you know?
Life and he's just talking about everything.
I was like, it looks so different on the Switch. I didn't know why to be honest. I was expecting my little 2D guys that move up and down, but no.
But
no, they're 3D, and I'll see a cinematic angles.
Like
and then halfway through, I realized it's not called Switch. You have to press Pokemon if you want to switch it out.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Names have changed.
Completely different.
We see a lot of adapting here, obviously, to the game, but I do want to throw it to the coaches as well. Jackie, were you expecting these kinds of leads from Double Dark type lead or something like that, and how to play into this Endure kind of white herb stuff with the Bitter Mouse? Was this like planned? Was this something that you had practiced?
The Bitter Mouse was definitely something we accounted for because we saw that like the Endure. We knew that I was pretty confident Endure Weavile was going to be a lead. Psychic Surge is like a crazy ability on it, and this was something we had definitely prepped for. Thinking about like the possibilities of like Endure, the Boldo strat, just to be able to get rid of that white herb with Bitter Mouse was huge. Yeah, and I think Aatrox like ran the game plan to a T. He also pivoted really well when things got like a little bit goofy. The Tinglu was like really tough for us as well too.
Say something? Why the hell is your Tinglu 4 million times stronger? No, literally. Every time I tried Tinglu, it was terrible. Every time you try, it looks so strong.
Comes down to love. Listen, if there's one thing I've learned about Pokemon, regardless of what my coaches told me, they're not tools. It's about the love you put into them. It's about how much your heart synergizes with theirs.
And that's
we hope that love is going to carry you through the losers bracket, Tubbo.
I genuinely, I love the fact that he did actually get attached to his Pokemon. Because, like, I knew going into coaching him that he had said some, as he admitted himself, some disparaging remarks about Pokemon before. And so I went in being like, okay, how am I gonna win Tubbo over? And at first I thought, well, maybe you know, comparing a Pikachu to an Iron Pickaxe might do the trick. Oh no! What I did not realize was the expanding beating heart in Tubbo's chest, and I would much prefer that because, like, as much as I talked about that, I even did a short where people were like, "This is a problem with Nuzlockers," which I was like, "Thanks for the engagement, suckers." I could not disagree more. Like, I could not actually disagree more with that. Like, some of my new favorite Pokemon over the past 2 years, like Alolan Raichu. I thought it was cute before Run and Bun, and after Run and Bun, I think it's top 5 for me. Like, I fucking love that guy. Pikachu was insane, was incredible. Yeah, the fact that Tubbo also, like, found himself in that place emotionally made me so fucking happy. Also, Flay, thank you so much for 6 months. You're right. That has passed so quickly. Thank you for the support, sweetheart. It means the world. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what's fun about Nuzlocking. What's fun about Nuzlocking is, like, the fact you build a narrative throughout. You know, it's called an RPG, but, like, it really brings the RPG aspect out.
Did you have a plan going in with your Ditto for the specific matchup? Because it seems like the Ditto is the key player in your team, kind of. What was the ideal situation for it to get value?
The Ditto is a wild card. The Ditto doesn't know what it's going to be going in. We don't know what it's going to be going in. We just hope it's going to be something good.
unfortunately, right then it wasn't something great.
Right.
And the Ditto is so fascinating to pilot too, because so many things in VGC like just don't. Slots don't really matter, but like Imposter is one of like the few things where slots like completely change how the game and how the Pokemon function. And so that's just like it's such a tough situation to be in. And that's where we feel like if we could power down on the Weavile and then get the switching that we wanted with the Ditto, we feel like we could win that matchup.
Well, great job, guys. We'll see you guys continue the winner bracket, and you guys down in the loser bracket. You're not out yet.
Congrats,
so congratulations, guys. Yeah. All right. Get off our couch. We'll go to the next. We'll go to the next match here. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll take the. Okay, never mind. It's all good. Well, guys.
It was very fast, very aggressive, but
Okay. So I saw in Discord afterwards, they were like, Kaya stole the mic. I was like, I didn't fucking steal the mic. Apparently I did steal the mic.
Atriarch.
All right.
He acted on it and he got through. And people were saying this matchup is rough, and it just goes to show that, like, you know, there's a lot of rumors about this team beats that team. This team's the team to beat. This team's unbeatable. This is Regigigas. This is ridiculous. How am I supposed to beat Young's team? Young's team's gonna win the whole thing. Nobody can do anything about it. And it just goes to show, once you're up on the stage, the game changes.
Exactly. And speaking of game changers, we're going to see our next team coming up for our next match. We have Bruce and a Burrito.
And this is an official first time.
Dude, they were doing that in so we had a rehearsal for the sorry, I'm really letting you peek behind the curtain here. We had a rehearsal for the walkouts, and Bruce was like, yeah, let's do a chest bump. Let's do a chest bump. And all of us collectively were like, Burrito, you gonna be alright? You okay, Burrito? He managed to stay on his feet. So fucking well played.
Burrito, it's a great moment for the Nuzlocke community. A lot of people thinking that he's bald and his hairline is looking strong.
But he's all prepped. Coming out
I did see that was so good.
Child and coming down here to face off with Pokemon. His 6 children right here.
He actually brought his child as his coach.
That's true. Let's take a look at this team here.
Yeah, the Walking Wake is the center.
Yeah, so this is one of the teams that the incident wound up like I was gonna say, I guess distorting would be the right word. There was a primordial sea golem. A primordial sea golem in the box that was gonna come specifically to deal with our Chandler. Because something happened, he was able to bring other Pokemon instead.
Player of this team,
which I think is what made this team so oppressive. Like, he had options.
The whole tournament. The Dragon Energy with the Life Orb boost is ridiculous.
I stand by my ranking. I do think this was up there with Myung's team in terms of how oppressive it is. I will say, though, it didn't really have a way of dealing with Myung's team, because there's no anti-sleep tech here at all.
Focus, right? Which means it cannot be flinched by Fake Out, and it's got Rage Powder with Redirect. There's just a lot of tech moves on this team. The Cobalion as well, very, very strong Tailwind setter. Rocking the Super, and the Cobra Cloak, so it won't be able to get faked out either. Fake Out is really, really, really hard to land anywhere on this team, and the Tailwind is pretty set up. Once the Tailwind is set up by Cobalion, the Walking Way can go crazy, but there's also Gyarados with the delay away to set up. And
Women.
That was another team, that's a spoiler that we'll see later. As we talk about it here, it's a very, very powerful team. Burrito is a monster when it comes to pretty much any competitive format. He used to play in my Showdown tournaments way back in the day and won like pretty much all of them. This man and his team.
Yeah, like, I will say, of all the I'm not surprised that Bruce did so well with Burrito as his coach. Burrito is a demon. If you invite him to your Nuzlocking tournament, which I always do, good chance he's gonna win that shit. Burrito. Get out. I'm saying nice things about you. Go. Shoo. Yeah, no, I have zero surprise that Bruce's team was as good as it was, because yeah, man can cook. Also, Burrito, I don't know if you just caught what I said. Your walkout was money. The writing in the notepad and throwing it to the side, that was, I could never.
Building is not to be underestimated.
Yeah, and what an absolute monster of a team. Let's go see who they're going to be facing.
Also, Nakalai was telling me that apparently you've got new fans in the gay community now. I don't know if you're like, I don't know if you want to like lean into that. I don't know if we're going to see like some rebranding at all. Pointing like a little rainbow over the I don't know. Wait, you improv that? That's crazy. Well, I'm making sure that my friend has got all the relevant information so that he can find the best niche on the internet.
Off against here.
Yeah, it was very clean.
An insane combo. Team Frost Prime
And
Flygon.
This is still my favorite.
Oh, wow,
I'm sorry. This is.
Also, wait, we got a different kind of club going on here.
Oh,
Wow!
wow.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Okay, all right. Damn.
This walkout marked every other walkout, and all the walkouts are great, but what's that? What's this? Trust the crowd.
Pants stay brown.
Look at that. Oh.
I mean, do you know what I love about this? I mean, I love all of it. I love all poop no wipe. He really locked, like, that is such a good brown. That is such a good shit brown. I'm not gonna spoil the secret of how he did it. That's for him to tell you, if he wants to. So impressive. So impressive.
Wow.
That is very
wow,
visual. That's a lot more visual than I thought it would be.
The pants are staying down because they never wipe in their Nuzlocks. That's how it is.
Trust the crust, some would say.
Wait, hold on, what? Sorry. What about a stagehand? One told it earlier. A stagehand caught them coming out of the restroom. Oh, man. It's one thing having the idea of the bit, but committing to the bit.
Now, let's look at this team.
And shout out to Flygon for also committing to the bit.
Central player here, the Suicune on the
That's
team,
cute.
to set up, so very, very hard to kill. But there's
That's a coach-player bonding experience that
some utility moves from the Iron Crown, obviously. But what I want to draw attention to is actually Frost Prime.
I'm sure Eric and Yan did not plan for.
Beautiful emote, by the way.
Sets up the grassy terrain for the
No.
for the
Flygon
Suicune
didn't shit
to
himself
make a
because
damage boost to a lot of these
Flygon,
grass moves.
in
So
fact,
so
does
obviously, well,
wipe.
We've got Fake Out and Extreme Speed to go first in this, so there's a lot of, even if the Tailwind gets set up.
Why is grass weak typing? Just because there are very few viable grass type Pokemon. There are very few viable grass types in VGC. Amoonguss is one of them. Ogerpon is one of them. Lilligant is if it gets Sunot, like, it's not just that grass as a typing leaves a lot to be desired. It's that grass type Pokemon in general are not that good. And so even if you get a grass type in your box, like, chances are it's not going to be great. Like, they're not bulky. I'm not saying there aren't bulky grass types, but they're very few and far between. Yeah, so the reason you didn't see much grass against the Sleep Powder is because there aren't that many grass types that realistically we could have brought. Also, like, what, you get, I think there were like 43 encounters across the entire game. Chance of getting a grass type is already, like, you know,
for Bruce's team as well.
Not high.
Interesting player here as well. Just a lot of damage, a lot of power on this team, and a lot of interesting utilization of the grassy terrain and the Ampom.
Yeah, for sure.
As well.
Yeah, we're gonna see some terrain wars throughout.
If you made it a 2-month event, you could probably introduce like 1 month for the Nuzlocke and then an entire month for VGC prep, maybe. But like, content-wise, that would be terrible. Like, there's a reason they don't do that, and they shouldn't do that.
To see how the Ambion's gonna come in with that grassy surge.
MLO, thank you so much. 12 months.
Never wipe. Please wipe sometimes.
I didn't poop yesterday. No. Oh, popped off. Yes, yes, I did.
Yeah, he said I don't. He just wipe his ass. Honestly, I wouldn't want to shake that hand either. You know?
Serious.
How do you think I got this sickness?
Yeah.
You know, I saw Frostbite a little bit before this.
Burrito.
And, hey,
What the
you know,
fuck?
now I'm here.
Clean your phone, guys.
I taught your boys some manners.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a very
That
fun
was
matchup.
prime
That Walking
poop.
Wave actually made Bruce's Elite Four so easy. You Dragon Energy, you call it a day, right? It's 150 base power move, scales on your HP, and that thing's gonna have a lot of HP.
Yeah,
a lot
worth
of
noting
time.
that it is based on.
Oh, you're right, Ghost. They did have Gyarados with Comatose for the sleep.
And again, Frost Prime has ways to reduce this Walking Wave's attack with the Fake Out, with the Extreme Speed, but there is also a lot of redirection on Bruce's team, so it really is going to be a lot of mind games here. I think this is one of the most even and fun matchups that we have in this tournament. A lot of this is going to come down to reads. It's going to come down to how do you utilize your big damage dealers, and are you going to be able to set up.
Yeah, but like already, like people were saying that the Nuzlocke ended too early. You know, they were like, "Oh, if we had more time, then Turbo could have done another run." There's trade-offs for all of it. I personally think what they did is the ideal. Because if you think about it, like, me and Turbo could only start up again on the 21st, which would have been week 3.
in a good way.
Yeah, and the redirection is incredibly important here, right? So if you have a move going into the left slot and you have a Pokemon with Follow Me saying, hey, look over here on the right slot.
I mean,
you're
grass
gonna
is
go to the
just
right slot. You wanna
designed,
make sure that you can't hit the Pokemon
like,
you actually want to. Redirection is
there
incredibly
is
important in
inherent
this
stuff
season.
to
We
the
saw
grass
some pretty
type that
powerful,
makes it
some
weaker than
sheer power from
the other
Nuzlocke and Turbo
types.
team, and some Protect, some Endure Strats. But now we're going to see some Follow Me, some redirection, some setup even, maybe with no retreat. And we're going to, I mean, you can see that Flygon and Burrito kind of nervous here.
Kind of trying to cover those thighs up a little bit. Yeah. Don't give him that for free, Flygon. Don't give him that for free. Ooh, you're not making it. You're not making it better. Yeah, that's.
I'm just saying that, like, you know, the reason why I have glasses
having the coach cam more is, I think, a valid want from people.
Pretty interesting stories clashing here as well. Bruce, one of those players who just like throughout his playthrough the entire time, very eager to learn. We'll see how much the practice pays off here as we go into the first match.
All right, we have
yeah,
the Iron Crown and the Iron
Burrito Drippy.
And what was that fourth Pokemon right there?
Gyarados.
It was the Gyarados. That Gyarados with layaway is going to be so interesting. Oh, we get the Wide Guard going out straight here. It's Protect for both, for Spread Boost specifically, hoping for, we get a Rage Powder. That's the Follow Me.
Move, yep.
So let's see.
Dude,
There's going to be a nothing.
I genuinely think that all the coaches, I think all the coaches were given the best seat to the Nuzlocke Invitational. Specifically because we got to watch the safety man pop-offs happen in real time. I like Mana and Safety taking turns popping off. And like the despair, the elation, the announcements that he really needed to smoke light is all great. Suze!
The no retreat, the Annihilate sets up
Hello!
is a +1 in every single stat.
Nice
but
book.
The Annihilate cannot exit. It is a
Good
Ghost
book.
type,
So
though, which means it can.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
that is
Retreat normally not on Ghost types, but it
great
actually
synergy.
is able to switch out. Let's see if we see the fillet away on the Gyarados as well.
And here we go. We have the Fillet away. Oh, wow!
Setting up. Both players have their threats set up. The Annihilate, kind of the win condition for
How
Frost.
much health does this get rid of?
Both players are now at full speed.
Yeah, I mean, that thing takes what, like 60% of your HP
Yep.
right there. A pretty ridiculous amount, but it makes your +2 attack, +2 special attack, and +2 speed. That thing is the fastest thing on this field right now. It's like a truck.
And I'm glad you read the Bulbapedia article on that move because I did not. Citrus Berry does heal the Gyarados up here as well.
I mean, not a separate stream. I think that would just cannibalize the views. It's really hard because like the real estate on this screen is already there's already a lot of it taken up. There is an argument that it could replace chat. I don't think that's a good idea, personally. I think people like having, I guess, but then you also have to think you want people going in on the front page to see it. There is no, I guess what I'm saying is there is no easy answer here. You could maybe fit it above like the Bruce cam. Potentially. I guess what you could do is have the Nuzlocke Invitational, like, bring the bracket down a little bit. Or, like, get rid of bracket play, put Nuzlocke Invitational where bracket play is, keep the numbers there, but just assume that people will know. And then put the coach cam where the Nuzlocke Invitational logo is. Again, like, I know, but a lot of people do ever run.
The Annihilate's got the Omni Boost.
I understand, like, I'm also not too fussed, but, like, I think a lot of people do.
He's got the boost on all the offensive moves. Precipice Blades is an option here from Gyarados, or the Waterfall. We see a double Wide Guard actually coming up to protect against that Precipice Blades, presumably. We'll see if it went for Waterfall.
We have the Rage Powder move in direction. He wants it to go in the Iron Hands. That thing is a protective move.
Bruce's team's so cool.
And the Drain Punch going in, because of the redirection, the Rage Powder right there, healing back up right there, that Iron Crown is so tanky.
Interesting to think about here, was that Drain Punch
Yeah,
always actually
maybe.
the Iron Hands? Because I can't imagine.
Maybe. I think post-event there's a lot of options that they could have, yeah.
Now, Wide Guard 2 turns in a row from the Iron Crown doing absolutely nothing. This Iron Crown has gotten no value, and Bruce has been able to get like
Okay, here's the problem with having like a proper dupes clause with that is, let's use this year as an example, and let's use our Tinglu and Aatrox Tinglu. It feels really bad if one of our 4 legendaries is then duped out. I guess if you let us re-roll for another, like in a game where you've got certain encounters that just are naturally better, I don't think it works.
a lot of value out of these instead.
Again, like, trust me, I swear half the weekend was all of us coaches going, yeah, they could, maybe they change that, maybe they change this, maybe they do that, maybe, and like, at the end of the day, 1,000 micro decisions have to be made in order to get something like this to work. And I think considering all of those decisions, they did a fucking incredible job.
And the Gyarados is still really flattening. The Iron Crown, very
I agree, James, yeah.
Yeah, we get the Follow Me redirection from the Annihilate here. Going in, he has +1 defense and +1 special defense, so he can take a tank. We have another Rage Powder from the Iron Hands. Is this thing will do anything to redirect away from the Gyarados? Probably not. It's a really
like imagine we'd kept our first run, that I had said to Tubbo, I want a few days to cook up the team. And imagine someone champed Sanaconda, which, if you don't recognize Sanaconda, imagine someone had champed their own Quippy. And then I have to tell Tubbo, we can't bring Quippy because someone else champed Quippy. You know?
Oh, he tanks it. Wow,
I think the way that they did Super Dupes is great.
And, oh, here we go.
I love the
I think, like, I think we all... Well, actually, you know what? Aatrox came third. Aatrox finished first and came third. I do still think there should be some reward for finishing first, but having seen Aatrox's performance, I do honestly think... And keep in mind, Ray finished second last year. Like, she finished second as in she finished the Nuzlocke second and then she won. So, I think a very minor but potentially impactful reward. I think giving out neutral mints to the first few finishes, or like increasing an IV to 31, you know?
It's not going to be enough to stop the Psychic Boost damage. Love the idea from Frostbite to follow me there, to keep the Iron Crown alive for one more turn.
That would be cool.
Off, and just kind of focus down this redirector so the field is now open for Gyarados to actually be targeted.
Yeah, and that berry actually makes sure that that move does not do as much damage as
you shouldn't, though, have items or anything like that as an early finish reward, because the that changes the way that you build the team, full stop.
Wanted to, right? There are very specific berries in this game that if you get hit by a certain type of move, it'll do less damage.
It does reduce the second type move. It's probably equipped for stuff like Aatrox Latios as well. We now see...
honestly, losing the Chandelier was worse than losing the horse, if you can believe it. If we'd kept the Chandelier, we still had a chance of having like a pretty bonkers team. Losing both was, yeah.
This is multi-scale on this Comfy, which means if it's at full HP, it takes reduced damage, and it's got more of these.
Yeah, exactly.
Of these kind of like support moves to keep this.
I think mints should only be neutral, probably. I think maybe you could give first play. Like, the thing is, Aatrox finished. I think Aatrox finished on the 23rd, right? So we all only had 2 days with that team. Do I think that Aatrox should have then been given like a positive nature min and a bunch of bottle caps? I think that'd be too much. So there might also be a like, you finish in week 1, you get like an insane reward. You finish in week 2, you get a very good reward. Week 3, you know, like, and But then it gets really complicated, so I don't know.
You can get as much value as possible out of this extremely threatening Gyarados.
There's
that
so
company is,
much
like,
to
you got
balance
through
here.
his entire Nuzlocke. That thing with multi-scale, it had draining kiss, it had so
But
many
considering
things.
I'm a
Keep nothing
fucking
left,
nerd,
you
I
can
love
damage.
pondering it out
And
loud.
This is where you really see the strength of Bruce's team, right? Because there is so much redirect.
Yeah,
so
no,
much
me and
support for
Flygon
this
talked
setup
about it a
on,
lot,
like,
actually. I
offense,
think I
but
talked
also,
in his
like,
chat
protect the king kind of strategy,
to
right?
him
Like,
about
this
it
Gyarados
while he
is
was
being
having
alive
that
for so long.
brainstorm.
Frostbite needs advice. So many resources. We see another wide guard coming out, actually.
Yeah, we have the wide guard coming out. Making sure that you can't do. Oh my
Hold
God.
on. The thing is, yeah, no, exactly. That's the point. Like a week 1 finish means that you've actually
Another rage powder. He's doing protect the king.
you've
and he's
actually
running
kind
it.
of
It's really just get
scuffed
anything
your
away
own
from this
event
thing,
there.
Right, we have the waterfall going in for the iron crown, making sure the iron crown goes down. Hey, we knew that was going to happen. We didn't get the follow me once again from the annihilate. And we got a drain punch right.
And
into
if
the
yeah,
it does not do
yeah,
that much
I
damage
agree.
at all. And that means he's not going to heal that much either.
Yep.
That's the point. That's the point. Finding a perfect. There is no perfect solution.
Still out here, still able to follow.
There are just minor tweaks that you can make to make it maybe a little bit more fair.
Still got the Omni Boost here. It's still very bulky. It can still do a lot of damage. One thing that's worth noting on this Annihilate, though, its moveset is not great. Its stab moves are Drain Punch and Shadow Claw, which are just not very high damage moves, and it kind of has to rely on this almost more like defensive support role, where it uses the defense boost from the no retreat to kind of get a lot of value out of Follow Me.
Yeah.
The Gyarados is still sitting here, still set up, right? The wide guard's unable to get any value at any point, and this is the central defensive player for Frostprime here with the Suicune.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, too, is that Comfy, let me just even remark on that set even more. Not only is it just trying to get multi-scale as much as possible and be so tanky, it
I remember that got brought up, Burrito. What was the counter argument to that,
So
Burrito?
whenever you do damage versus that Comfy, it'll do about like 1/16 damage back to you. 1/8 back to you.
1/6? I don't know.
It'll do damage back to you.
I can't remember what the counter argument
I
was.
just do not remember it, but that's okay.
But basically, you just keep taking damage from that Comfy, even if you want to take it down, and it's going to be healing up. That thing is toxic, and it doesn't even use poison moves.
I don't remember.
And it is actually going to be another Follow Me, but we did see that the Waterfall is actually targeting the Annihilate anyway. Now that's going to give Suicune a chance to set up a no retreat.
Another rage round. Have we seen a single turn that isn't redirection from Bruce Green?
The entire game is left side, redirect, keep the Gyarados alive as long as possible. The second Pokemon goes down to Frostprime now.
You think Yan is pretty, Burrito? That's nice. I'll pass that on.
No retreat. We're doing the other setup. Protect the king, but this is protect the king and protect the queen, protect the jack, protect the Joker, and protect all of everything else.
Yeah, I mean, I
there's
don't
so
hate
much
that
going on
idea
here.
at
I've
all.
been playing a lot of Battletro recently, forgive him.
Yeah.
We can see what the final Pokemon is here for Frostprime. Or is this fourth Pokemon actually? Is this a 2v1 position? I actually completely lost track of the team. No, I do think we're waiting for him to send in the last Pokemon here. Yeah, it is going to be Twitch chat, the Roaring Moon.
This Roaring Moon has such an unfortunate ability. It has Soul Heart, which is great. It ups your
Thanks,
special attack
P-Jack.
KO on screen, but Roaring Moon's a physical attacker.
Right, it's got the loaded dice here to boost up both Bullet Seed. And,
If you want a rando lock, the Nuzlockerizer? The Nuzlockerizer?
Scale Shot, which is a multi-hit that does also up your speed.
Nuzlockomizer? There is a tool that will randomize it for and like do it in a way that makes for a good
We
Nuzlocke.
can see the Gyarados going in now.
Actually,
we'll see what the move selection is for
I'm not
Frostprime
gonna
here,
say
really.
that out loud.
Precipice Blades, the spread move is going to be the move of choice here.
Oh, that does so much more damage than I thought. I mean, it is +2. We have the Hydro Steam out here going, but does not actually get the KO on the
Maybe.
Comfy. And the Wicked Blow.
that gonna do anything?
I think, Burrito, I don't know if you'd agree with this. I think your team was genuinely our worst
Next
matchup.
turn. How do you stop that? Look, what do you do here? You do have a protect move on the Roaring Moon, so you can do that. But I mean, hey, that's one KO.
Yeah, and there's that Soul Heart coming active that's going to do absolutely nothing.
It's not the universal randomizer.
Roaring Moon can actually protect here again, and it is down to the last two as well, but it is the Walking Wake in the back, and Frostprime, I think, is going to really have to respect women here.
Yeah, making sure that you make.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's
Yeah, I don't think going into the E4 with like Follow Me On is like doing a massive disservice to your chances.
it's going to be tough. The Dragon Energy can come out here. I believe that Roaring Moon is faster here, but the question is, the Gyarados has the speed boost as well, right? So you can probably just take this out. The Precipice Blades can come out, right? And then it's going to be Suicune against the world. It's the setup still. But the Leftovers recovery is going to keep it alive a little bit. It's got Burning Bulwark as well. But how do you break through the Suicune? Because you have Astro... you only really have Hydro Steam to kind of hit through here, right? The Suicune has a lot of utility moves. It's got the setup, right? The moveset is a little bit restricted here. And there's just a lot of options.
It's such a shame that the way that we had to play meant that we have to go onto the school field for every game. I think being able to set, like, you can't set it, I don't think, in Scarlet Violet, but being able to fight in the...
There's no chat for him
in, like, the final big square would have been great. Yeah, your team was fucking great.
We get the double protect out from Frostprime, Baneful Bunker, and a Burning Bulwark here. The same thing as Burning Bulwark, but if you do actual contact move, then it'll poison you instead of burn, like Burning Bulwark will.
the Precipice Blade's not going to actually make any contact here with anyone. And it's an interesting mind game, right? Because you kind of need the Gyarados to get burned to get that attack drop. So Bruce is probably thinking that he doesn't want to attack into the Suicune with this, or just actually use Precipice Blade so he doesn't risk making contact at all. And the Suicune is a special attacker, doesn't make contact whatsoever. It's going to be rough here. I'm not sure about
out of this position.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this double protector from Bruce. It didn't actually give him any advantage whatsoever. You kind of want to stagger your protect a little bit so that one Pokemon can do something. Try to go for a read, right? We'll keep the one Pokemon alive while you get value out of the other one. I really am not a fan of going for the Burning Bulwark with the Suicune that turn. You really need to try to attack there.
I mean, Bruce now knows that like Frostprime can't protect. I mean, he could have a chance here, but like.
I think realistically, Myung getting that, getting those Pokemon, considering that, like you said, she had the most experience. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It was always winnable. I think the fact it was their first seed getting that is crazy, but like that's just how a randomizer like this works. While her team definitely was the one to beat, I don't think it was so bad that it was like impossible, you know? Like I do think Ray's team last year was probably more impressive. Yeah, she played amazing. Well, if this is able to be said, when were you guys selected? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
He really shouldn't, right? Like it's.
What if first place really got to make one shot? Oh wait, I actually kind of like that. I like that a lot, actually.
Just so threatening here with that dragon energy. I'm not really sure how.
Wait, making one of your mons shiny is really cute.
Yeah, the Precipice Blade's coming out, dude. That Gyarados has not been taking any damage, and he's been dealing so much. I think this is the third KO that it's gotten. That thing is ridiculous. The Hydro Sting coming out here. Are we going to take down?
Oh, like Tina.
They stand strong and they stand
Tina is unironically the pilot of the day.
Not doing a lot of damage. It really is. Suicune versus its ancestor here, and they're not really doing a lot of damage into each other, but like the position is just so strong from Bruce. I'm not really sure why he didn't just go for the dragon energy for more damage. But, like,
I'm glad that EV, like full EV training, was not in the game. Yeah, like if we could have EV like it's too, because you know teams ahead of time, it puts teams that have already finished at a really big disadvantage then. Because then you can, like, perfectly speed creep stuff. It just wouldn't be good.
Time that the Suicune goes down, I don't think Frostman, he's looking at his notes right now, but he can't get any more value.
I don't know if this should have won, like... She got to the finals with a team that myself and so many other people wrote off. Like, the day played out like it did. I think she did an absolute fucking incredible job, as did Myung.
It took a very, very small amount, but it was really nothing. Like, this thing, it became so tanky. We get the Precipice Blades, with the Protect here. I mean, there's absolutely no reason.
I love not going for the waterfall here so you don't get burned, but also doesn't really matter, right? Eventually, this thing is just going to fall. There's even, like, the possibility for Chris to hit through those defense boosts.
Yeah, this is just fully a solved game right now. Basically, there's no way for Frostprime to actually come back, unless for some reason Bruce clicks waterfall.
I think Pranks is a cool ability. I don't think it should get removed. At the end of the day, that, like, Pranks to Sleep, as annoying as it was for the teams that people brought, there's a lot of counterplay. There is a lot of counterplay. So, you've got everything that removes sleep, so Chesto Lum. You've got safety goggles. You've got being a grass or a dark type. You've got Psychic Terrain. You've got every anti-priority ability out there. Like, that's 7 ways that you can stop Prankster Sleep Powder. It just so happens that most people didn't have that stuff. I will also say the chances of 2 Pokemon getting Prankster and being able to get Sleep Powder, like... sometimes you just can't plan around that stuff, you know?
Burning Bulwark gets burned for the next
Spore,
turns.
the only way that you could get Spore this year was to copy it with Sketch.
But even if he like auto selects like moves here, it's kind of just it's gonna be the jungle healing to get Frostbite.
Nil. Hi.
We are paying the production hours.
Wait. Shout out. Buy 1 mil. Okay, I'm giving you a Twitch shout out, but guys, please, for the love of God, check out Mill's YouTube videos. I mean, check out his streams as well. Hi, sweetheart. But Mill's Run and Bun video is, like, genuinely one thing that inspired me to, like, start my own YouTube. Like, it's so fucking good, man. I'm gonna bring you guys down here so I can see more of these chatters. But yeah, just check him out. Just check him out. Mill, how you doing, sweetheart? How's the flight back?
Every time that he takes another move here.
In fact, hold on. Hold the door. Hold the door. That's a really personal question, Suze. I'm not gonna answer that, I'm afraid. Brits on top, Brits on top. The only coaches to win the Nuzlocke Invitational are British. Right. I didn't start too long from now. I am... Well, all the players are women. As far as I'm aware. Yeah, it's kind of bad luck for you guys, Brio. It's kind of a really bad luck. I'm gonna go piss girl. I am actually really dehydrated, so I'm gonna get 2 bottles of water. And I'll be back in 3 minutes to carry on our watch party. So I will be right back. Whee! Boop. Hi, loves. Got me Coca-Cola. Hold on. Let me get me pop filter there. Got me Coca-Cola. Got me bottle of water, and I'm ready to sit down and continue watching this. What did I miss?
Another dollar to the production's pocket. So you know what? Hey, you know what? We love paying the people here.
And that is going to come directly out of Frost Prime's salary. which is actually 0, so he owes us money.
I guess so, yeah. You know, after this, the Venmo requesting. You're burning Bulwark. He's actually just stalling here. There's no reason to do any of this right now.
Well, there is a reason actually, Punkron. That's maybe you want to take time to think about game 2.
I guess you could. You know, I guess you could. You know,
I don't really swing that way, Optic. But if you want to, I support you.
Review what happened this time, and maybe get some lines that you did before. Now that's incredibly important in regular VGC when you don't know the teams are. But here's the thing: Frostprime knows what has. So maybe just.
I think genuinely, I think it's really cool how generally open they are about it all.
I'm not really sure why he hasn't used it yet.
I think we've maybe I'm selective because of like who I've been watching a lot. But like from Ludwig to Jan and Eric with this to Ludwig with like a lot of the Streamer U stuff, I think it's really nice having people be transparent about costs and earnings and shit like that, because I think it helps people wanting to get into this industry understand things. And even me, like, I've learned so much from them.
But the real question for Frostprime is here, do you go with the same leads, right? Because it seemed like, I think the main thing that I saw from Frostprime here is a lot of wide guards from the Iron Crown without getting any value out of it, right? It honestly felt like a kind of a 3v4 situation. While just every single turn
I spend my weekend with men. I love men. Not like that, but I love men.
Game 1 for Bruce Green.
Don't clip that, don't clip that, don't clip that.
What a match. We're Kingdom Hearts start, by the way. Kingdom Hearts came to love that series recently.
I do have a theory as to why Bruce was not clicking Dragon Energy there.
Yeah, no, Frost as well. Thank you for bringing him up.
Bruce hates clicking inaccurate moves. He hates inaccurate moves. He hates moves that can miss. He's a true Nuzlocker in that sense. So I think he's one to go for the energy pits. Yeah, we see here just like redirection every single turn. Like eventually those redirect mons on the left side are going to die, but it takes so long for Frostprime to get rid of that Iron Hand and of the Comfey that the Gyarados was just able to like take kill after kill after kill after kill.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, both of them setting up. Here's the thing that Frostprime I feel like needs to do here. Make sure that Gyarados can't set up, and you might have a cleaner shot to victory. Because currently, I mean, you had both Protect the King strategies here for Frostprime with Protect the King for the Annihilate, but that's not much of a King right there.
The Annihilate, yeah, more of maybe a Lord or a kind of lower ruler. And it just doesn't do that much damage.
A lower kind of ruler.
All of the damage coming in.
Like a regional governor, Yan. That's what you're looking for. You fool.
Me Young and Foolish. You can see Tubbo went to the losers bracket right there. So he's still in. He needs to lose one.
L commentary.
And then yeah, we see H-Rock there.
I think I just heard Frostprime yell, why isn't he switching his Pokemon? It sounds like he was going for Reed.
I don't know. I actually don't know the Duke Lord. I don't know which one doms which one.
I mean, like, here's the thing. Bruce has so
Huzzah! Very nice. Tasteful.
You want to make sure that King goes down before you can do anything else.
It really is going to be the adaptation for Frostprime because I think Bruce's game plan is actually so simple, right? You have your strong damage dealers on the right side, you have your redirect Pokemon, you have two of them, both the Comfey and the Iron Hands on the left side. It's very simple, right?
Yeah.
Frostprime, I think, either needs to go for like some outplays or find a way to kind of set up tempo here. It really depends on how Flygon coached him on this matchup, right? Because it seems like one of the things that Burrito really did well for Bruce here is set up very simple game plans and lines for these matchups that Bruce just has to follow, and he's doing a great job at that.
He is. I also want to say for everyone watching here, I am, apologies for the coughs into the mic, but hey, that's just going to happen, but I'm going to just cough really loud into the mic right now to clear my throat, and then we should be good for the next 10 minutes.
Let's hear it. That was like an 8 out of 10. I could feel the mucus from my lungs.
Literally actually came out of my throat and then had to swallow it back up. So, W cough right there, honestly.
Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, we're a lot of a surprising amount of bodily fluids being shown and heard on the stream so far. I wasn't really expecting that personally, but let's go into game 2.
Yeah, what we are expecting is game 2 leads here from Bruce. We have the Iron Hands and we have the Gyarados coming back up.
I think one thing to mention that we didn't mention in the last game, the Burning Bulwark actually not even effective against the Gyarados because it's got the comatose ability. Which
oh,
means
right, it can't get affected by
it. Asleep,
yeah, wow. All right, we have the follow me redirection here, but are we doing the same thing? Like this is
that Gyarados. So if Tubbo had been matched up against Bruce, fuck man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This team really fucks us. It's like one potential line that I could have thought of, but like it wasn't good.
Doing this because it
was so
I'm not sure what you're trying to redirect. Mystical Power goes into the Payapa Berry here, so actually able to probably live. And the Mystical Power does have a side effect of giving him a special attack boost here.
But then Ambipom gets like one fake off and then dies.
Set up well, so that's maybe what maybe that's what Frostprime was going for with the follow me here. We're left to see the no retreat instead.
We're seeing the fillet away, double attack.
And like I don't know how much that helps.
First and hidden hard next turn. I'm really confused on that follow me for the Annihilate. Like there's no way that Bruce would actually go into the Annihilate first time here. Bruce knows his book, he knows how to win. He's not on the back foot. He has one game up, so he's going to do the exact same thing as last time to make sure that he can sweep this game.
It's a very, very simple game plan here. Let's see how Frostprime adapts. It's going to be another follow me to probably draw in that potential waterfall. He doesn't really expect the Precipice Blades anymore, so probably no Wide Guards from the Iron Crown here as attacks. Rage Powder to redirect here, for Iron Crowns to break this Iron Hands.
Yeah, and we get that waterfall going right into the Nihilate. Nihilate actually still taking it without the no retreat, but still. Oh, we get the. Oh, there it is. There it is. We have the first redirector down. We have the second special attack boost for the Iron Crown. So he is still playing Protect the King.
The question is, and I mean the King is wearing the Iron Crown right now, the question is that +2 special attack boost enough to break through the multi-scale on the Comfy here, because it does take reduced damage here.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is going to be absolutely nuts. I see a lot of people in the chat here mentioning that they got that badge ready. It is 1 hour. It has been an hour in. If you're watching the stream, you get a special badge.
And Eric, it felt like 5 minutes with you, my friend.
Oh, thanks, man. It felt like 2 hours
the
for
final
you.
being
So
full of
basically,
women.
if you,
Yeah,
watch
no,
that
I
badge,
mean,
watch
same
that
as
hour
last
stream.
year. Like, what, there was Alana, Fuslie, and Valkyrie on the player side, and the top 3 wound up being Ray and Leslie. And honestly, Alana played out of her fucking mind last year, man. She just got absolutely screwed over by the fact that, one, her team was not great, and that was not anyone's fault. That was just, she got a terrible seed. And 2, her coach wasn't there. So, like, yeah, it was rough.
Gift the sub helps out the production and helps out us as well to make sure that we have the Nuzlocke Invitational
100%.
Going year after year. So far, this is year number 2, and I'm very excited to be hosting this.
Absolutely.
We have the Rage Powder coming out for the Comfy here, making sure that we redirect into it, but I don't think they're going to do anything else besides go into the Comfy. We got the Follow Me. This thing's going to be taking probably a waterfall from...
Did we see a read here in his Precipice Blade? No, it's just going to be another waterfall. We would love to see the read there, actually.
That would have been crazy, but he doesn't need to. Here's the thing, I don't think he needs to. That Iron Crown, while it is set up, this Gyarados is picking up kills like no other.
Actually goes for another mystical power.
Does not get the kill.
I don't know. It's hard to say, like... like we all do kind of agree that Reggie, Gigas, and Slacking probably shouldn't have been in the pools. There is an argument there that because they're normal types and generally like normal types aren't adding anything to your team defensively. That's not even true. Like, yeah. But I don't think it negatively impacted the event.
Because of that multi-scale, it would have actually gotten the kill, but multi-scale has that damage if the Comfy is half full HP.
And now you're +3 special attack, right? You can actually kill this.
Well, excuse me, I think the winner, Valkyrie, was by far the best player.
So the Gyarados is now free to go into the Iron Crown. It's a pretty bulky Pokemon, so excited to see here. It's just going to be Rage Powder after Rage Powder after Rage Powder from Bruce. Again, very simple game plan, right? There's not a lot of spread moves on Frost Prime's team is kind of the problem, which is why the strategy works so well. I don't know if he has any...
I don't know. I've only just had the thought now. Maybe removing Pop Bomb is a good idea. I don't know. It's really hard to say.
Spread moves, actually, now that I think about it. I don't think there's a single one on Frost Prime's team.
Yeah, no, there really isn't. So there's not much to go for here. I mean, with Frost
Loaded dice isn't the issue.
And you hope that Suicune stays alive. Maybe you actually do the protect here.
You have wide lens for Pop Bomb.
No retreat come out from the Suicune. Iron Crown just doesn't have a lot of other ways to like...
You get the waterfall right into the Iron Crown. Ooh, that does so much damage!
Yeah, loaded dice nerfs it.
Kills the Comfy. Now Bruce has no redirecting mons left.
Yep. But the problem is this Iron Crown is a sitting duck, right? The waterfall can go into it next turn and just kill it.
That's true. That's true.
Jungle healing right into the Iron Crown. This thing's only go 25% more HP. It might. I don't think it's gonna live.
No, like
coming out.
So the way the randomizer worked, it just meant that a lot of Pokemon got Pop Bomb early on because it was seen as a weak move because of its base 20 power.
And we're gonna see, like, basically, I don't know.
I think doesn't loaded dice make it only hit 4 to 5 times?
Oh, maybe some lesbians.
What do you mean by that? Elaborate on that point, bro. Oh, sorry, you're having a coughing fit. I'll take over for you. Don't worry. Yeah. So yeah, the jungle healing just...
Exactly, Wolf.
That waterfall, he has no other ways to protect it, right? And he spent a turn with Suicune doing that, not really gaining any value, right? Not really getting anything out of it. And now the Iron Crown is looking just as dead as it was last turn, honestly, with Suicune not even having set up the no retreat. It's a really tough situation, I think, for Frost Prime here. Like, the simple game plan of just, like, getting this much value out of Gyarados...
Maybe, well, no, you can't, because then, like, if you get it as a TM, it can go on any mon.
Powder Mons go down, and then having this Walking Wake in the back...
And I think if you start doing that, it kind of ruins the... Like, the idea behind the round. Like, it feels shit, like, oh, I got a Pop Bomb TM, but this is, like, one of the few Pokemon that's not able to use it, you know? Like, I don't know.
Clean up everything else? It's really, really hard to stop.
What do you do with this? We get the waterfall going out here. It's not going to be enough to keep on with the Iron Crown, so it goes down. Unfortunately, that +3 special attack does not add anything to defense. And we get the Steam Eruption going right into...
Also, keep in mind, if you're here, if you're watching this right now, I hope you don't mind me saying this, guys, and trust me, I'm the highest tier of this. Kind of nerds. Let's be real here. We're the kind of people that are like, looking at the mechanics and wanting, you know, granular changes across the board for, like, optimization reasons. Just kind of a little bit nerdy. Most people are coming to this just as, like, fun especially from the player side. Most people haven't engaged with this side of Pokemon before. Having kind of broken stuff is fun. Like, it just is. Like, having a team to beat, having Pokemon with crazy moves, you know?
Again, he doesn't like the inaccurate moves. He really doesn't.
And again, like, I will, and I guess I am biased because obviously me and Ray got insane luck last year. But luck is, and I said this to Tubbo when we started, the more time you are willing to put into this event, the better your luck is going to be. Because you can just re-roll the seed. You know, it's exactly what me and Tubbo did to get what would have been one of the top teams in the tournament. Thank you, Kirby. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, guys, if you haven't already, I released a full-length YouTube video last week. Oh yeah, it's been out exactly a week now, I think. I released a full-length YouTube video of last year's Nuzlocke Invitational. Could a mod pin that for me, please? I should probably have a command. I mean, this year had more equal teams. This year had far more equal teams than last year. Do I think Tubbo will? I think so, yeah. I think so. Again, like, his understanding of the mechanics is crazy. How do I feel about a separate move pool for the VGC fights? Nah, I don't like that. I'll be real. I think either you include it or you don't. Like, I don't think Pop Bomb is such an issue. They need to remove it. I'm just saying, like,
it is actually going to be
really
no retreat this time.
The thing is like, he doesn't need to go for the inaccurate moves. He has his line. He knows what to do. That Gyarados is basically unstoppable right now. And Frost Prime can't do much about
The
it.
question is, what is the final mon on Frost Prime's team? I'm actually surprised that we haven't seen the Ambipom come out yet. That's a little bit surprising to me because it is the one way with, like, priority that you can, like, kind of get these sweepers under control, right? We'll see if it's going to be the Roaring Moon again like it was last game, or if we're actually going to see a switch up in the back for Frost Prime.
I mean, if that Ambipom did come out, okay, we're seeing the Roaring Moon again. If the Ambipom did switch out and we had that Grassy Search there, that jungle healing would have gotten the Iron Crown.
Is this a game that goes on for forever?
More healing in grassy terrain, which might.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. It's not done yet, though. It is not done yet. He could still crit the waterfalls.
I'm not sure how many jungle healing PP is left, but, like, the waterfalls could crit, they could flinch, right?
This is still not a win for Frost Prime. We still don't know.
There's also Spiky Shield.
Oh, he could Spiky Shield.
I don't know how it can be Hydro Steam.
But no, he can't because Hydro Steam is not contact.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, the waterfall here.
It is quite a bit of damage, actually.
Flinch could actually change this too, because he goes first. So you need the flinch.
This Suicune avoided RNG so much, man.
The Gyarados. But I believe this next turn, he's probably going to try. Or he's going to PP stall. I mean, like, why would you not?
It's full.
Oh, bringing it back. What a strategy.
Just grinding away at that, and I really think it is that tempo.
What were you thinking, game?
So just a lot of damage potential. This Regieleki here, fastest Pokemon in the
I want to see I want to see
250 base speed.
something
It's
crazy
ridiculous.
like that. Yeah. So it's got a lot of
this is an
damage
8-hour
to
event. Like, I'm not gonna.
You can't even stop it with takeout.
Yeah, it can't be flinched.
Yep.
So we saw a bunch of those flinches with the waterfall last match. This what is it called again?
It was full metal body, but like, oh wait, no, that only stops stat drops
also a
though.
very powerful Pokemon here, right?
Isn't it?
It's got the Muddy Water, which you know can lower accuracy. It's a spread move that lowers accuracy. You can power that up even more with the Mystic Water. I'm not sure if the bulletproof ability is actually going to come into play. I didn't really look into the matchups at all. There's a lot of moves that are blocked by bulletproof that you wouldn't expect, and I don't know any of them.
And you know what? We're going to see that live right here. With,
Astral's
Tina
Sludge
and,
Bomb doesn't
Smith,
work on it, does
going
it?
at right now. Let's take a look at them. They're doing great. Look at
Dude,
this.
Ned and like
It's going to be SpongeBob versus
Manets
Misty,
and
something I've only
Spiff's
seen on
Fit's
AO3 so far.
fantastic. Tina's and Ned's fit.
I mean, it's going to be an instant match for the two of them. The curse of Ned is already. Get it out, buddy. The curse of Ned is already being spammed in chat here, so you know we'll see.
Oh,
if
poor Eric.
You know that Ned was able to kind of accumulate.
I have
He's
that.
a very famously unlucky Nuzlocke. We'll see
He's
if it
been
kind of.
absolutely unlucky.
Thank
That
you,
is the first
Adrian.
So you'll see that in chat. You'll see that everywhere. This guy has been through it all with Nuzlocking. If you have a way to lose a match, he has done it.
Yep.
He has done it. I have watched him lose a 1v6 versus a PvE late game enemy.
Yep.
And
Oh
it
no!
was ridiculous.
Oh god! I've gotta go.
It was a whole thing. Tina, however, maybe with her energy that she was bringing to this pairing, able to fend off that curse, fend off those bad vibes. You know, maybe the hieroglyphics in chat are just not going to be effective.
Blessing of Tina Kitten, people.
Here's the thing.
Let's talk about the matchup a little bit.
Let's talk about the matchup just a little bit. Spiff and Tina. I mean, Tina has a pretty much, I think, favored matchup here. Because honestly, I mean, here's the thing: Trick Room versus Tina. That's going to be pretty good.
I know.
I think the main thing to remember here is that the Volcanion can do a lot of damage, right? And the Gardevoir can do a lot.
If they want me back, absolutely.
Take each other's threats out. It's a very even matchup, I think. And
no, I don't think so, Nem.
Targets, right?
I think the speed cut happens.
Identify the threat on the other side of the field, and can you?
No full power was crazy. I'm actually curious whether that is a side effect of Full Metal Body, but I don't think it is.
We see the Annihilate and the Regieleki lead versus Raging Bolt and Ursaluna.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be pretty difficult, honestly, for both of them. It's a pretty even matchup, but regardless, it's like, the problem is that, like, you can't really do damage versus Astral Spiff. It's so tanky.
Yep. We see, I mean, the options really are Gigaton Hammer from Regieleki. It could be the Bolt Strike, right? But the Ursaluna tanks does really well. The Raging Bolt completely walls this Pokemon, right? So maybe it's actually down to the Annihilate here. The Annihilate does have the, it does have, like, we have a lot of protection moves.
Bone
Pokemon on the field right now have protection moves. So there's going to be a lot of mind games to be played here. I just don't think that the damage potential from Tina is very high against these leads. This is a really good setup lead for
speaking of the protect moves, we got the Spiky Shield right out for the Regieleki, and a Spiky Shield the same with the Ursaluna. They're trying to read each other here. This is what we're talking about when protect is so good. We got the Spirit Shackle into
she targets the right Mon.
And the Floor Cannon. Just absolutely demolished.
Oh, wow! That doesn't kill! Dude, Annihilate bulky. Also, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
It's not going to take it out. Annihilate actually quite a tanky Pokemon, and now the special.
I know Annihilate's bulky. I just thought
option to go for the
super effective Floor Cannon would kill.
I'm pretty sure the Annihilate pair has Baneful Bunker in order to prevent that, and then you can get more value out of the Regieleki next turn, whose Protect is on cooldown, so is the Ursaluna.
Yeah, and Thunderclap, if you click it, it's basically Sucker Punch, so it has an increased priority if your opponent's Pokemon is using an attacking move. So you'll actually go first, and basically Sucker Punch. You'll go first, you'll do some damage, and you'll do it.
Unless there's an Extreme Speed to come out, which is a higher priority bracket that can actually like hit the Raging Bolt here as well. And the problem is that Thunderclap will just completely fail if a higher priority move is used first, right? There's a lot of mind games here going on.
We have protects from both people. Yep. We have priority moves coming out because there's priority moves, and there's priority moves that have higher priority. So we have the E-Speed going out onto the Ursaluna here, and an E-Speed going out taking so much of the Regieleki's HP. Thunderclap going out, but it's failed.
Okay,
because it has
failed.
An increased amount of priority, so we'll go after the Extreme Speed.
But it's Final Gambit.
Final
Gambit.
No.
So the way that Final Gambit works is it is a move that kills your own Pokemon, and then you do damage based on your own HP, your remaining HP that you had left to the opponent.
Extreme
right?
Speed Ursaluna kind of crazy.
It didn't have a lot of HP left, just wasn't able to do any damage into the Raging Bolt. And now, who does Tina have in the back to do damage here?
I mean, literally, like, you bring in the Volcanion here? Like, what's your thought? This is such a plus for Astral Spiff, bringing out such an incredible showing here of strategy. Here's the Volcanion. It is going to be the Volcanion.
Worth noting, this Volcanion only has attacking moves, so there's no way to mind game the Thunderclap from the Raging Bolt. However, Raging Bolt's still -2 special attack, right?
So it's not going to do as much damage with that Thunderclap.
Volcanion, very bulky Pokemon, right? And now is it time to just throw out those Muddy Waters, hope that you get a couple misses. The Ursaluna is sitting there. It's slow. It's a pretty slow Ursaluna, but it's got the Extreme Speed to go first as well, and its Protect is off of cooldown this turn.
Yeah, I mean, what an absolute first turn.
Torch Song on, okay.
Right ahead.
All right.
Taking down so much HP. And we're seeing some second guesses here. We're seeing some moves.
Hey, look, Extreme Speed slacking, that, we deserved that.
It's tough, right? Like, there's kind of mind games with the Volcanion on the field.
I don't know why we deserved it, but we deserved it.
Annihilate is sitting back here, but it does have,
we have another E-Speed from the Ursaluna.
Going not a lot of damage, right?
Yeah, and the Thunderclap, right? The increased priority because he knows that the Volcanion is going to use that move to take it.
Hammer on.
That's a lot of damage from the Hammer arm to come out.
It's like a wrong target for that, though.
And the Muddy Water, it missed. Oh my god, it missed. You don't want to see that miss. It does kill the Ursaluna.
Wow. That's a lot of damage.
That thing is an 85%
Turbo Nation indeed,
Pizza Parlor in the sky here. 2 Pokemon left in the back for Spiff. The Volcanion, just a lot of damage potentially here still, but a good job of just chipping this down. I believe another Thunderclap will kill this. The reduced special attack, obviously, an impact there, but like the Volcanion just doesn't have that much HP left.
I mean, you can see that Cursed Net coming out full
Muddy
force
water.
right that miss. I mean, really,
like a bottle of water.
You don't want that Muddy Water to miss. And like what we saw with the Precipice Blades, where we're doing it every single time, missing only one time. We see a miss immediately from Tina Kid. The first time she uses Muddy Water, it goes there.
Very unlucky.
It was not a hidden demon. When I looked at Tina's team, I was like, oh, that's the problem.
Resisted by the Raging Bolt, obviously, but you have a chance to accuracy drop, right? You just need that extra damage. Volcanion has a lot of special attack, and now it's not looking good for Tina. There's only 1 Pokemon left in the back. Both of these Pokemon are low. Notably, Annihilate's Protect is still off cooler. It can still be used here to stall for another turn. You have the Extreme Speed to go into the Raging Bolt as well and potentially kill it so that it actually can't hit the Volcanion. I'm not sure about the speed tiers here. The thing is, the Moltres only has 1 damaging move in its Armor Cannon, which can't really hit the Volcanion. It's going to be Protect from Raging Bolt. I love that move.
Yes, it was, Genesis.
We know that Tina wants to go in, take that there. We got E-Speed going in and getting blocked. What a read from Astral Spiff. And we're going to see that Armor Cannon coming out to take down that Annihilate. Woo!
Actually going to read there. Love the Protect.
Wow.
Yeah.
Literally
just coming out. It is going to lower on the Moltres here, so this Muddy
Water.
Oh,
it's his only attacking move, isn't it?
Did you see the
Muddy Water? Okay.
It's the Protect.
It hits. This kills.
And that does
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So it is a 2v2 position now.
And not only 2v2, but we do have 2 low HP mons. We are in the end game right now. We see that the Frostlass is in Astral Spiff's.
Exactly.
It's going to be interesting to see her, right? The Frostlass does have photosynthesis boost to energy, which is going to give it a speed boost here. It's going to be the fastest mon on the field.
See, hey, I'm here on the field right now.
I'm actually getting word that Tina is cheating right now. Point guard, you're not supposed to play in this tournament.
My bad, my bad. I have some favorites in this tournament here. It is actually a Mirror Armor Corviknight, which is its vanilla move, so we actually just ported that right in. No randomize at all. Easy.
It is Mirror Armor.
Yeah, I did find that I thought it was a mistake at first when I saw it. I was like, there's no way.
The Frostlass really hard here. Does the Frostlass have enough comeback potential against these two? I'm not really sure what this can do. Notably, the Frostlasses have Last Respects, which does more damage the more of your Pokemon are fainted in the back. It is going to be able to do a lot of damage here, and it's very, very fast with the boost damage.
Tell me if I'm wrong here, but I believe it comes down right to this this move right here, this play. Whatever happens during this turn is probably going to determine who wins.
The issue is with the...
That was the correct monster target. Wow, that did so little damage.
Because it was minus special attack. Dude, previously, that thing is not going to go up.
That did so little damage. It's so weird seeing Last Respects do that little damage.
Oh, the KO's the Frostlass. 2v1 position now. Tina is looking strong. The Raging Bolt.
Gigaton Hammer coming out, but it's really does not matter.
And Tina takes a decisive 1-0 over Spiff.
We saw the scales turn from Spiff to Tina to Spiff, and she
that was like
taking the win.
That was Tina domination right there.
That did curse the game, but she still able to win the blessing of Tina.
That Muddy Water missed really the curse of Ned.
You can see me in the back like, oh fuck, right, okay, we need to figure this out.
What do you want to do differently? The Volcanion is really hard for Spiff's team to answer. Actually, he doesn't have a lot of things that can switch into that.
Exactly.
Down, and I think the
so like these fights, I've not seen. Like I haven't seen them.
That could have swung it a lot earlier. Hammer Arm taking this.
Not all of them, but like this one in particular. Like I was locked in for the
it was basically winning this entire time.
For the Frost Prime match.
That went wrong because of Spiff's reads, because of the curse of Ned, and so many others. So does Spiff change up his leads? Does Tina?
Blagon is a natural.
I'm a little bit curious about the Regieleki lead because I don't think it doesn't do really anything against the Raging Bolt. Right? It doesn't have a lot of ways to deal with the Ursaluna.
Oh, what is this music? This music's great.
We're being brought by Tina Kitten instead because it's got that power spot to kind of power up your other moves. A really important player in handling this Raging Bolt, because it is kind of hard for Tina's team, is actually the Annihilate. Because the Annihilate has the extreme speed, it can always move before the Raging Bolt Thunderclap, right, and kind of bring it down there. I think that turn 1 Fleur Cannon from Spiff was maybe a mistake.
I mean, it brought down a special attack 2 times, right? You use Fleur Cannon. It's basically
yeah, but what else is it doing?
Damage, but it decreases your future damage.
He just lost a lot of tempo and a lot of potential damage that Raging Bolt could have been doing while it's sitting on the field uncontested because Tina has such a hard time dealing with it, right? And if you just lower its special attack immediately there, I think you want to see a Torch Song early.
It's the same leads, right? Yep. Same leads. We're not doing any switch-ups here. They know what their matchup is. They know what they need to do. Here's the thing. Like, they both need to make calls to swing this their way, but I feel like, from what we saw last time, if Tina makes a right call, it's a massive swing towards her favor. Versus Spiff, it's a minor one. It helps out, but he's going to make a lot more right calls than Tina does.
Right, and it's again, this early position has so many mind games going on with all the protection moves, with all the priority moves going on. Do you go for the special attack raise with the Raging Bolt? Do you go for the special attack drop for more damage into the Annihilate, right? What does the Regieleki do here? Does the Ursaluna go for protection? Does it go for the extreme speed?
I mean, God of War last year was like, was team filler. I was more scared of the E4 than I should have been. The mon I should have put on last year was the Decorate Excadrill that we had. That was a big throw from me. I don't know why I didn't put it on, but
to do damage, like there's just a lot. There's also the possibility of just like turn 1 final gambit, just get the value out immediately. It's gonna be
we got the Spiky Shield, same thing as last time. We're gonna see the Spiky Shield again from the Ursaluna, or make a different thing. We got the Spirit
Shield. Yeah, no, it is.
So far, exact same.
It was.
Oh, it doesn't have the priority, of course.
Yeah.
So we do have a Fleur Cannon going out here with the Annihilate. It does not kill, but it gets a special attack drop for the Raging Bolt, and we get the Wicked Blow.
It actually
Tia was iconic. Tia is also, I think, Ray's favorite Pokemon, which definitely swung me. It was like same with Magnezone this year. Like I wanted to put it on because Magnemite, Magneton is Tubbo's favorite Pokemon.
Sure. It does mean, however, that the Regieleki is full HP, so that final gambit is pretty threatening for the Raging Bolt.
Yeah, we can't go into the Ursaluna because obviously it's immune. So that Raging Bolt is looking down at a one-hit KO from that Regieleki.
Spiff reading the Spiky Shield there that we saw in game 1 and just double targeting the other side. Very, very beautiful. And now, I gotta say, Skippy, as he called here, just a sitting duck, right? Can't really do much against either of these Pokemon. Do you go for a Gigaton Hammer? Sure, that's maybe the most damage you can do into something like the Ursaluna, right? But the Raging Bolt is kind of uncontested. You have the extreme speed option. The final gambit.
These two are such a big bundle of stats.
Coming out a little bit earlier.
Yep. Still a special attack drop on the Raging Bolt, and the Ursaluna again slower than the Volcanion and able to be hit by Muddy Water as well. And it just does again. It's got that Mystic Water boost too, so it does do a lot of damage.
I know, but it's wild. Power Spot is an insane ability. But then again, I guess God of War is so weak that like it's just not getting the. It's not staying on the field long enough to power something up.
Spiff is on. I mean, Spiff. Spiff has 4 Pokemon still, and only like what 40 HP down. We have the Spiky Shield because it could.
It's kind of understandable. Like you've got a very limited amount of time to teach them how to play each matchup. having them have like one solid game plan and then being able to iterate on it is better, I think, than having multiple lines.
Coming out here, but we get the Thunder
I mean, like,
Lightning,
obviously,
Volcano,
with
Lightning,
infinite
Lightning,
time,
Lightning,
you
Lightning,
do
Lightning, Lightning,
have them
Lightning,
change
Lightning,
stuff up,
Does
but
this
yeah.
go?
It does kill.
It does. Full HP Regilikai.
No
That is a
stream
good trade.
speed into the Regilikai there is so important.
Tina saying that she killed
Sorry.
herself.
Are they calling it Regilikai? Alright.
Yep.
Spiff shocked
Okay.
she did.
Both electric
Okay.
types are going down here as the Ursaluna protects itself from the Muddy Water.
Alright.
I mean, it's a decent play if you're trying to take down the Volcanion with Raging Bolt, but I actually love this play here from Tina to just kind of make sure that that Raging Bolt dies if it does attack, right? And I mean, that Muddy Water going to the Protect completely fine. He's going to do so again next
Dude, the
turn. And now,
Wolfie strat,
also,
the
Spiff
Wolfie
is out of range
strat.
of the Volcanion.
It's too
and he's very
powerful.
protected, right? Like, I mean, he's not going to be able to spring lock himself
It's
anymore.
too
And he might be actually doing it
powerful.
himself. We'll see it with Speed Titan with the Frost Blast Pro Synthesis coming out. How's that
Just-
booster energy? As if it were in the sun.
Just very, very threatening on the Muddy Water here. What do you do with Spiff? We can see he's kind of putting his face in his hands there. I mean, the Corviknight is on the field here too, threatening Gigaton Hammers and Dragon's Ascents. Just like, it's like a standard VGC Corviknight, which is like crazier moves. It's even got Parting Shot here as well, right? And I gotta say, Munnet told me that this Frost Blast is great. I still don't see it. I really don't understand what this does in this.
I mean, it has
Yeah, no,
I
I
guess like what, like I don't know, like gives its ability.
I also
gives
don't
it
quite
for
understand the
defense, but, like,
Frost Blast.
Glaciate for spread. I don't know. Like it's for me, it just seems like it's a regular ass Frost Blast.
And it's gonna be Glaciate coming out here.
But it's not gonna. Here's the thing, Glaciate's not gonna do that much damage at all.
Forex
Like, it's
resisted by
really,
Volcanion,
it's
yeah.
really not that good, and it has Mirror Armor.
Yep.
Mirror Armor just reflects the stat drop
Yep.
to the user. So it's just like Glaciate there just
Boink.
Gigaton Hammer actually hits the wrong target.
Crazy
Bone
damage.
Rush,
Bone
but
Rush
it misses.
Oh,
And it misses. The Muddy Water misses again.
Curse of Ned.
Oh,
strikes.
and this is right after I was watching Ned right across from me celebrate the Bone Rush missing, only to sit right back down, head in his hands. And the Muddy Water did
And
so
we kind of have
too.
a reset on this position now. Now, notably, speed drop on the Volcanion is so big there, right? That Glaciate had the it's
crazy he had to bring Bone Rush.
Outsped by Ursaluna, and this is the exact way that you win this matchup. Now, I didn't think about this. The Glaciate from this like speed boosted Frost.
Why,
is
how does
actually
he pronounce it?
incredible speed control from
Strugleibug.
Spiff. So I'm glad to be proven wrong here. This process is actually really important for this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I was so enamored by the fact that Mirror Armor did its thing that I didn't really clock that the Volcanion had the speed boosted down.
Yep.
So, I mean, this thing is going to go last from everyone.
So now the question is the Bone Rush going to hit, and how often? That was the best ground move that they fought. It's going to be coaching
Coaching.
now on Fazbear as
Oh.
well.
Manek coming in game.
I like
Already
that
ready for
play.
Defense and attack rising for the Ursaluna. Dragon Ascent coming out. Is this thing going to hit the Ursaluna?
It is, but the
And
defense
does
off
it
of
do
the
that
coaching,
much?
it's just not that much damage, unfortunately.
But keep in mind that Corviknight's defense and special defense falls because
That's
of Dragon Ascent.
This is
Oh,
Fanverse initiative is going down, and it's only Process
oh,
and
you
Moltres
poor
left on the other
sweet
side.
summer
Volcanion is
child,
still
Spiff,
alive.
I'm sorry.
Corviknight's defense and special defense have been dropped.
Doesn't Tina have another mon in the back as well?
Actually, right. Maybe you should only click 100% attacking moves. Is the only guaranteed way to make sure that you do your damage.
It's going to be really interesting, right? The Moltres cannot touch the Volcanion. The Frost types also kind of can't. This fire-water typing is so weird, but it actually works out so well specifically into the attacking types.
Yeah,
from Spiff here.
Volcanion
This
is
gonna be a rough
like
matchup with Fazbear. Just,
deceptively
two Bone Rush misses in a row.
really
It's
annoying to
incredibly
kill.
rare. It is so rare. I mean,
Rock,
Tina is coming
ground,
through.
electric,
For the
I
Muddy
think
Water.
are its only
Tina for the,
weaknesses.
Bone Rushes here. They have a dynamic duo
Yeah.
that is manipulating the fate of the universe as we see it right now.
Munnet is streaming in the coach seat right now. He is not
Ground
with the move
is
selection.
kind of the
We see
only
him very, very
like
emotionally
type
invested in
that
this match, and I can
has
understand why.
pretty
We're playing
wide
with forces that we
distribution
don't
out of
understand. We have
those
the Glaciate
two.
coming out
Like,
here
yeah,
for another
it's
speed fall, I guess, or some chip damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not much
it's
else
just
you can
really
do.
it. You get the speed fall. You're just lowering your own speed of your boosted photosynthesis Frost Blast by doing so. The armor cannon coming out, I'm assuming, for the Corviknight to get some
And it is lower
more
special
damage
defense,
in.
right? That is actually just going to kill.
There it is, straight up. It's the
kind
Volcanion
of
versus
not
the world.
over.
I mean, this Muddy Water needs to hit to kill this Moltres. We definitely, if this is not a Muddy Water, it could be a same shot even. For more
It doesn't
accuracy.
matter
Yeah,
though.
the
Like,
Muddy Water
what is the
both-
Moltres
both-
doing
and it is
if
for
that
the
misses?
KO.
You know?
Volcanion is so powerful for Tina as she
Wow.
takes a 2-0 victory over Astro.
I
Spiff.
actually,
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Wow.
Wow, she really
I
needed that
actually think the play there is to temper flare the Frost Blast first, and then you snipe shot the Moltres.
She got it left.
When we talk about the Bone Rush misses and the Muddy Water misses,
I mean,
one thing I like
paid
is
off,
after the Muddy Water miss, Tina
but,
actually just went for the snipe shot into the Ursaluna instead. Didn't need that Bone Rush to miss for that even to matter, right? Because the coaching was active, right? That was an unlucky match, and I'd like to get both players and both coaches on the couch right now.
Yeah, come on down. That was what a.
Aww.
all over the place about that.
Tina's
because,
so
Smith played
cute.
So many of those terms so correctly. and got so many
Wild
of those
Zoe
reads correctly.
spotted.
But it was crazy.
What a game.
Yeah.
Those openings, there was just a lot of mind games there. That was a really, really fun game to watch. Spiff, welcome to Losers Bracket.
That was a really
Losers
good game
first
to
match.
watch.
Tina, congrats on your first win.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I mean,
Appreciate it.
Spiff, you got some of those reads completely right versus Tina, especially those openings. I was curious though, why did you keep with the same openers and not swap them after losing that first game?
Because I am relying 100% on what my coach says, and we only had one opener. So after the first game, I was like, okay, I just completely let myself into moves that
Yeah,
might
sorry.
KO me.
There was
If
that.
I don't let myself do that, then surely I can get the lead. And I think if one of my Bone Rushes hit, then maybe we come out on top.
It's possible. It is definitely possible.
And Spiff, really quick, could you maybe show the camera what the
Didn't
what the note
Tina
says?
have another? I guess honestly, getting rid of the volcano
You know,
there,
I'm not
like that
a very
was
good Pokemon
unfortunate
player,
from
so
Spiff.
I knew that I was going to make mistakes, but the one mistake I didn't want to make was to extreme speed a ghost type Pokemon.
That's right.
And it did come up at one point. I was like, oh, I can kill this
You can see my smile in the back there, just being a little vacant. I'm like, what? Something happened?
guy with extreme speed.
Yeah, it's just
and
literally...
then I look at my notes, I'm like, oh yeah, we got this one.
I'm glad that the note paid off. I want to ask Tina, first of all.
Yes?
How do you keep the curse of Ned away? How do you do it?
We just thank our lucky stars. Isn't that right, Coach Ned?
That's right.
Yeah.
I told her that right before the set. We have our lucky stars.
All of our luck goes into this tournament.
Now,
Is that right? Oh.
we will be keeping Tina safe. Obviously, but, I mean, congrats on your first win. I mean, game 2 there, kind of saved by 2 bone rush misses. Obviously, people are going to talk about that,
Right.
but it did seem like you were a little bit from the opening. Walk us through
fuck,
what was
man.
the opening you were given for this matchup.
The blessing of Tina Kitten.
For this game.
The blessing of Tina Kitten. Don't forget the runes. Thank you, Vividly. Thank you. Thank you. We need the runes, guys.
I don't know. I keep forgetting.
You keep forgetting your opener?
Yeah, I keep forgetting the
so-
game plan. Okay.
Maybe I can talk a little bit more about it.
So I think the scariest Pokemon for our team was actually the Raging Bolt. Because if they were to get like Torch Song boosts with like their throat spray,
Yeah.
Thunderclap can just tear through our team.
I
So we
remember.
wanted, we wanted to I actually panicked game 1 when we got extreme speeded on the final gambit because that was kind of our main way to deal with the Raging Bolt was
True.
just pretty much trade 1 for 1 and then hoping like Volcanion and Corviknight could clean up.
Right. And I mean, that is kind of what happened, right? The game 1 didn't actually go well with the final gambit, and then game 2, it did actually end up working out. Munna, you had a lot of feelings while you were watching this game on the from the audience area. How do you feel your player did? What do you think?
I do
We
hope.
do have merchandise available.
I
It
do
is
hope they
your
release
Raptor.
the
There's a
the
figure.
coach
We
cam
have,
at some
by the way,
point.
Beautiful running club tee that we have.
Yeah, I also have this running club, Nuzlocke running club, and we also have the Nuzlocke Invitational red tee. here
Guys,
with a
they're
photo sip
so
and
good.
A hat, of which we'll show in a bit. And I like the jacket as well. So you can get that at nuzlocke.in/merch. All of the proceeds go towards the event
I
itself.
of course did not
and,
bring
help
my
us to
hoodie
fund the event.
and
This is very
zip
expensive.
up
It's in the
to
six
Los
figures,
Angeles.
to do so. So
because
we have a great team here with a great
Balls,
studio, but
but
to
they're
give
also
us
very
is
good.
Also, you know, we need a little bit of support back from the community, and there's no better way to do that than to go buy the merch at nuzlocke.in/merch.
And
Like Caesar's
that is a lot of money, right? If you have something that you want to support in a way that doesn't include money, then you have your Twitch Primes available. If you don't know what Twitch Prime is, it's very simple. All you need to do is press that subscribe button that you see on either Peach or my channel on Twitch, and you go to the Elevate Your Subscription tab, go to a little thing that says subscribe for free with Twitch Prime. It gets you ad-free viewing, emotes you can use anywhere, and a little badge by your name for everybody that you're watching. And it supports, here, we get a little kickback from that, and it goes directly towards the event. So any amount of money that we earn during this stream goes directly to the event.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I said, like, I want the carpet. I want the Nuzlocke carpet. Now, I'm sure that actually would cost an insane amount of money to produce.
So if you gift subs, if
Like, what if you just like, non-refundable, made-to-order carpets?
user Prime,
Yeah,
if you watch ads,
I do
that's
just
it.
want to. I just do want to ask: are there any gifters? in the chat?
Davey, that
Any-
would have been
any
so
gifters?
good.
Are there any gifters? Are there any gifters?
What
in
did
the
you
chat? Can
call
we-
that one gifter in my chat?
I called him supple.
You said
I said he had a supple wallet because it was true.
Very supple and
Because it was
loose
true.
wallet. You were like, it was like, thank you. I remember the chatter too. It was Cookie Coco. You're like,
Shout out. If they're in the chat right now.
Yeah, for that. That was crazy. It was insane. So if you have a supple and loose wallet, then
Or a big heart.
Yep. Then you can support the Nuzlocke Invitational. And
That was
these
showing off his
two
notes here.
match winners. I'm gonna really quick go to the restroom.
All right,
and
I
then,
got
yeah, and then we're gonna get to this next match.
Yeah, go piss, girl. So it's like, oh, we're actually immediately. I don't even get to prep for this. Okay, it's actually just gonna be immediately.
Okay, guys, I have a confession to make. I might have fucked up on this one a little bit. I might have fucked up. I might have, Okay. So I looked at the Iron Crown, and in my head I'm thinking, well, it literally can't touch 2 of our Dark-type Pokemon. Like, it only had Psychic moves. It can't attack Kyle. It can't do a lot of damage to Kyle. So I tell Tubbo before the set, I'm like, I am 99% sure that guy is not coming. Immediately leads with him. So Tubbo was going in under the assumption it wasn't coming. I fucked up. Oh, how I fucked up. Yeah. That was my B. I got kind of tunnel vision on the Ambipom. I don't know why I got tunnel vision on the Ambipom, but I did. I was like, that thing could come. I did not. I should have gotten tunnel vision on the Annihilate because, yeah, our team can't deal with that fucker. If I was to go back and give him other notes, I think a much better lead would have been, I mean, okay, we'll get into it. Right?
One of Frost Prime versus Tubbo. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Okay, so Magnezone and Clefable on the lead. Very interesting stuff here from Tubbo on the lead. Meanwhile, Frost Prime just pretty easily, like, leading off pretty chill here. I don't actually see the Pokemon. I don't know the nickname, so I have nothing to say here. I wish Point Girl was here to save me, but he's not.
So, Tubbo panics a lot in this. Because, like I said, I fucked up and didn't prep him at all for the Iron Crown.
Here, between these two, I am interested in the Clefable.
In notes, I said, if Frost Prime led Roaring Moon and Annihilate to click Dazzling Gleam.
Opening Shed Tail obviously a move that we don't cost you half your HP. You switch out.
I think because he didn't know anything about the Iron Crown, he was like, oh, I'll go for the Dazzling Gleam. Completely understand that thought process. He really didn't want to click Shed Tail, and I think that fucked us in this matchup.
Make it rain, one of the most powerful steel moves there. Love the wide guard here from Frostprime to protect exactly against that Make it Rain spread move, the 120 base power steel move, and the Drain Punch actually does so much damage to Magnezone. Oh my god. Never mind. But actually, great read here. Going for the Rising Voltage instead of Make it Rain instead into the Iron Crown. Pretty good amount of HP here. Life Orb Recall is going to hit the Magnezone.
Yeah, like if we Shed Tailed this turn and got into
I love this opening from Frostprime personally. Just
honestly, either of like anyone in the back would have been fine because but like
we're gonna see a switch here. Actually, trying to protect this Magnezone's HP. As we see another Dazzling Gleam come out, it could be a wide guard now, right? From the Iron Crown as well. Meanwhile, Annihilate is just kind of, ready to go for another Drain Punch.
Again,
like,
he didn't know what to do with this Iron Crown because I ruled it out coming, which in retrospect was really dumb. Was really dumb because like it was actually a good lead into us.
But like it is going to be the Magnezone low HP switch out. He's kind of playing in Nuzlocke mode here where he's trying to preserve like his low HP Pokemon from dying. You kind of want to go for a Tempo Sector to be honest. Switching to the Weavile while there's a Drain Punch probably coming to that. It's actually going to be Redirection Follow Me from the Iron Crown this turn. Not really going to do anything. As Drain Punch just hits and it takes out the Weavile, and it's going to end up being a Tempo Sacrifice from Tubbo anyway, I guess, so maybe it all worked out. At least the Psychic Terrain is up now to boost the damage from Iron Crown. Guys, I don't know what to say about this one, man.
Oh, nice!
I'm sorry, Kaya. It's, I mean, like...
Wait, what did... I just heard, I'm sorry, Kaya, what?
This one, man. The damage from Iron Crown. Guys, I don't know what to say about this one, man. I'm sorry, Kaya. It's I mean, like, you know what, the Dazzling Gleam does hit there, does at least a little bit of damage, but Ditto's still in the back, ready to copy something, maybe looking to find a boost or something from Frostprime. But this 11 HP Magnezone is
that was like a genuine joy at what was going on.
HP here and like get some value, but this was like pretty much the only way that Weavile was ever going to get hit by Fighting Move in this matchup, and that's it. Welcome back, Point Crow. I hope your bladder is nice and empty.
Why was Kyle's PP maximized?
If it is, then I'll tell you that I think we solved the drought crisis in Los Angeles, so I think we're good, guys.
Love it.
No, what?
Matchup, we saw Tubbo switch.
Why would it fail, Cloudy?
Had 11 HP that he knew was tanking a Drain Punch into his Weavile, which then died.
Oh, nice.
So that's kind of what's happening here. And I'll kind of leave you with that as I go to the restroom.
Yeah. The Weavile was useless.
Have fun, man. Go piss, girl. You know it is.
I mean, it wasn't. Like, I got tunnel vision on the Ambipom.
Don't drown the rest of the world. All right, let's do this. We have the Frostprime versus Tubbo. We have a wide guard coming out from the Iron Crown here, trying to protect from, I believe, the...
It does, but, like, Clef had 100% of its HP.
On that, with healing a little bit with the Annihilate, but it's mainly for the KO there for Frostprime. Frostprime's a little bit up here over the Tubbo matchup currently with the Clefable here. I wonder who has Tubbo who hasn't back. Shed Tail coming out from the Clefable. Now, this is going to deplete some of the HP from the Clefable, but in turn, it's going to have a substitute out here. So substitute is a little cheeky strategy that you can use.
Little cheeky strategy, is it, Eric? A little cheeky strategy.
So if you, for example, have a really, really powerful like Hyper Beam coming into that substitute, it'll deplete the substitute for actually doing HP damage to you. We have the, interesting. We have the Imposter coming out.
Mark, thank you so much for the 2 months, sweetheart.
That substitute stays
well, for the 7 months, but thank you for resubbing for 2 months. I appreciate it.
So this is a really safe strategy from Tubbo to make sure that he can come in with that Ditto safely and has a more powerful Annihilate than Frostprime.
Why are you mad at Eric?
That Ditto takes every single stat boost and also stat from that Annihilate. So they're going to be having at this. They're going to be at the same speed. It's going to be a toss-up, a 50-50 chance on who is going to go first between Tubbo's Annihilate now and Frostprime's Annihilate. We'll see what they go for. This is a pretty good swap. Follow me from the Iron Crown, coming out here with the Shadow Claw going in, goes first over Tubbo's. So Frostprime won the speed tie there, but you can see with the substitute fades, and the actual Ditto does not take any damage. That is the power of Shed Tail there. With a no retreat coming out with the Annihilate, a Omni boost there.
I really love the fact Tubbo let this rip.
So that is a really good setup turn. It's going to go first now for sure because of that speed boost versus Frostprime's Annihilate. So it's threatening a kill here, and the Dazzling Gleam coming out does actually take the kill on the Annihilate there. Does a little chip damage on Iron Crown. Does not matter for Frostprime. Let's see if he has anything in the back to actually deal with this. Tubbo, honestly, kind of on a good foot here. Now, keep in mind, whoever loses this whole match is the
so
one
far,
to,
I've got no complaints about Eric's commentary.
Frostprime might be out. It is a 0-0 game here. We have Theodore, the Suicune. Now, keep in mind, Theodore. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Theodore from Frostprime, they actually renamed the Suicune at the very end of the run right before the Elite Four because one of Frostprime's viewers had a baby, and they named the baby Theodore. So the Suicune is actually named after that newborn baby from one of his chatters, which is pretty cool.
Cute! Wait, that's so nice!
Everyone named their Pokemon this year. Some did it after subs, some did it after whatever the nearest tech object was, and some did it after their own chatters or emotes, and some named it after the other competitors. So we have, I think, 3 technically Foolishes in this tournament. There's 3. There's regular Foolish, like the person Foolish, and then 2 Pokemon named Foolish. So we have 3 Foolishes here. Let's see what they go for. Running really low on the move time. Doesn't know what to do with Tubbo here. We got the Follow Me on the Iron Crown from
That Follow Me was a really bad play from Frost.
Shadow Claw coming out with that +1 attack there.
Which, like, he completely recognized afterwards, but Flygon was like, oh no. But, like, Tubbo misplayed there as well. Which, by the way, always happened because, like, you know, oh, that's so nice. But yeah, like a Psycho Boost would have just won the match there.
Let's see what the Suicune does with the no retreat.
Yeah, same old. Like the fact that he was able to do a full day's worth of commentary, despite being, and guys, he was really fucking sick, is crazy.
That's kind of odd. We don't have snacks on our set currently, so he's taking somewhere. He's taking something. We got the Glare going. Ooh, okay, here is an endgame strategy from Tubbo. So Glare is a 100% accurate move that will always paralyze. Always paralyze. So this is your win time. We have Wolfie the Incineroar coming out for Frostprime. Now, Paralysis, I believe in this generation, is a 1/3 chance to paralyze and also will decrease the speed. So Tubbo, honestly,
25%?
Tubbo's in a really good spot here. Tubbo is a pretty decent spot with that +1. He has his own Annihilate. This is the power of the Imposter Ditto. Genuinely, the Imposter Ditto. It is so good. We'll see how this does. But that Suicune is so tanky.
Yeah, the day overran quite a bit as well.
That Ditto, it's a wild card, like Kaya said during our interview. And if it can actually copy a Pokemon...
Hey, I just saw a chat say Tubbo is actually really good at the game. Tubbo is really good at the game.
Get one of Mi Young's Prankster Pokemon. So if he copies a Mi Young Prankster Azumarill with Sleep Powder, then he'll have an Azumarill Prankster with Sleep Powder. Ditto is an underrated Pokemon for this tournament, and I don't think people are respecting as much. The Drain Punch coming out, getting the one-hit kill on the Incineroar. Wow! Wow, that kills? It is +1. The Hydro Stream coming out, trying to take down the Annihilate, but because it is +1 special defense, it's not going to do as much as you would want to. Dazzling Gleam does nothing. At this point,
wait,
Tubbo is hoping for as many.
What bad comm did he make? I didn't hear a single thing that I've objected to here.
Enough damage with that Suicune down and healing himself up. This is a rough spot for Frostprime. And Tubbo, honestly, never being punished, except for that one time, famously punished.
Whoa, you're right. That is a terrible comm.
Now, he would have a very powerful Chandelure and Spectrier if he did not make that mistake during his Nuzlocke, and he'd be bringing a different team. But here's the thing. My take is that, honestly, he wouldn't have brought that Ditto otherwise. And that Ditto is pretty good. If you guys know, I love strategies like this. I love imposter strategies. I love Parashong strategies. I love no-guard fissure strategies in Pokemon. I love alternate win cons when it comes to any game, any card game, video game, or whatever. And this is a pretty good look from Tubbo. He might take one game here. We see Frostprime taking a bite of whatever the hell he's eating. We got a Burning Bulwark here. And let's see what happens and what he goes for. The no retreat is an interesting move here. You can only use no retreat one time, by the way, which is not good. Like that's actually just not how that move works. But the thing is about this is hilariously, Frostprime didn't punish it. So he no retreated. Didn't get punished for the no retreat. He should have Hydro Steam there. What a read? I guess he's just styling on him. Like I'm just like what a prediction. I guess.
Are we still in game 1?
We are still in game 1.
No, guys. I'll be so for real. Tubbo just figured that out. I didn't tell him that. Tubbo just figured that fucking thing out. And if he got burnt there, I think Tubbo lost. Tubbo is insane.
What is happening?
It is just so odd.
What? How is Frostprime down to one Pokemon?
Frostprime down to one Pokemon because the Tubbo copied the Annihilate here, no retreated, and absolutely just demolished. Had a Shed Tail as well. So it was Annihilate, no retreat, under Substitute, which was kind of ridiculous.
Wait a minute, Tubbo's cooking?
Yeah, Tubbo's actually doing pretty well.
Suicune is paralyzed? Wait a minute.
With the glare paralysis. Here's the thing, though. Tubbo had a fantastic misplay here that could have actually swung everything going back by no retreating a Pokemon that was already no retreated. So it just failed. It did nothing. But that was the turn that Frostprime chose to Burning Bulwark. And so there was no punish there. He just flexed on him.
Is Frostprime eating popcorn?
He's eating something. I have no idea what he's eating.
The balls on Tubbo to go for that turn is crazy.
Oh, still, like, that sounds about right. Yeah.
So I guess it works. It works.
It's a really interesting matchup here because the jungle healing actually heals the Suicune's paralysis as well. So you kind of want to keep like re-paralyzing it with Clefable. It's going to be another one of these like raid boss situations where the people just don't like kind of are able to break through the Suicune, right? It's going to come down to crits. It's going to come down to stuff like that. If he went for the no retreat there to play around the Burning Bulwark burn, that is a crazy play.
Yeah,
that's a crazy play.
You know what? My IQ is so much lower than Tubbo, so I was not able to achieve the higher power needed and to understand what his greatness was.
Remember how important this is too, because
dude, who the fuck was dogging on Eric for that?
So
there wasn't like
5 Drain Punches and 5 Shadow Claws that go out there, so preserving those, I think is probably what Tubbo's playing for as well.
Time's up, buddy.
But it was Bruce able to break the Suicune at one point. Now we're kind of seeing Tubbo up against it. Is this last Pokemon for Tubbo?
We're zooming in really quick on Frostprime constantly eating. Here's the thing: their mics are connected to each other, so Tubbo not only has to see what Frostprime's doing, he has to listen to the
thank you so fucking much, man, for the tier 3.
There it is.
Oh my god! Thank you. Oh, dude, honestly, it makes such a difference. Thank you, man. Fuck.
Does he go for the no retreat on the night?
Yay.
To make sure he doesn't get contact burn.
Yep.
He's just following me. He does it. Yeah, he does it.
Okay, wait. Tubbo's cooking. Hold on.
Yeah, there it is. What a good predict with the glare going out once again.
And that goes through the Burning Bulwark, huh?
It does. It does. Not only that, but once again, if he gets paralyzed, it's a pretty big deal because we'll have to jungle heal to get out of it. And if he paralyzes on the jungle healing turn, then I mean, what do you do here?
This game was
really
insane.
Well. Like this end game is like perfect for him. I'm pretty sure he is just going to win this.
We're seeing another pretty similar endgame. I just don't see.
No, there's so.
It is only 3 Dazzling Gleams left.
There was so many opportunities. Like, because keep in mind, Hydro Steam is doing about 57 HP.
It's 3 Dazzling Gleams left, and you still have.
It's doing like it's doing a fucking.
If we see another PP stall, strap in, guys. You know, maybe grab your own snacks because you might need them. We're going to be here for a little bit. If Frostprime is doing what I think he's about to do.
Oh, Mark, thank you.
He has left, right? He kind of needs to stall out all of this PP. But the problem is, every single turn he jungle heals, it's going to be while he's paralyzed, right?
Yep.
So he's just eventually going to get fully paralyzed. The Drain Punch is going to keep the Ditto/Annihilate alive here, right? If it just hits through, like. He's kind of deliberating his moves.
He's using all of his time.
It's
Drain Punch
actually
there.
quite a lot of damage, right?
Here's the thing. Do we see the Suicune get paralyzed on the jungle heal turn? He does not. He does not. So he heals the paralysis and gets 25% more HP.
Yeah, no. Sign absolutely came in clutch here.
Still a lot of damage.
But if that Drain Punch,
yeah, he didn't get a single full power.
He's not gaining
not
more than
a
he's losing.
single full power.
Tubbo has figured out how to play this. Now he glares again. Now he follow me's again, or no retreats or whatever. Right, play around the Burning Bulwark, and then attack into it again. I think as long as he can get 1 full paralysis out of this, he should have it. I don't think this looks good for Frostprime.
Yeah, like genuinely, like
for
all of these to not have a single full power is crazy, man.
So it's just.
I mean, they couldn't Genesis because of the Volcanion. Like it wasn't an oversight. It was a requirement.
Very long, grindy matches to get through the Suicune. It's pretty much always going to come down to this.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. You want to think long and hard with this one. Although I don't think there is mind games here, right? If you're Frostprime, do you jungle healing here? Oh, he Burning Bulwarks. Yep. And here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. He went for the Shadow Claw. Yeah. So we could see.
No, Tubbo.
We could see it.
Oh no.
There's the bird.
Oh, no.
There's the bird.
It's time to start.
One of Frostprime's out because Burning Bulwark. Oh. Yeah, because Burning Bulwark, if you do a contact move on it, you will get burned in return. So unfortunately, did not read that.
The Primeape has its attack half now because of this burn.
And it's taking 1/16 damage every single turn as well.
I don't know if you can get out of this now. I don't think you have the damage anymore.
Because here's the thing. Tubbo is not on the back foot anymore. Sorry, Frostprime's not on the back foot anymore. Frostprime actually just needs to wait him out. We do actually have a timer here.
No, he doesn't.
This is like on paper. If both players like just kind of keep playing their game plan out, I'm pretty sure Tubbo wins that almost every time.
Drain Punch crit will win for Tubbo. If he does actually click Drain Punch here.
Remember that
crit.
remember that crit does not ignore the damage reduction from burn, right?
It does not, no.
So it does need to be like, so like a burns.
I think this is when I twigged what he was doing. It took me way longer.
This might actually do it, yeah. This crit may or may not kill here.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's gonna stall out a timer at least. And then he can maybe, if he crits and Dazzling Gleams in here, we'll see. Drain Punch comes out, just, man, that's just nothing anymore. That burn was so bad.
With a high crit rate, if anything.
I actually was surprised by how much that did.
Again, like, no full paralysis again.
Here's the thing, it's just such a toxic end.
And Tubbo's yelling, I don't know what to do, but he was on his way to win this.
Yeah, he had
I think this is the point.
But that's the thing, it is a mind game. It's not solved. Because Frost Prime can suddenly go
No, I didn't. This was all at Sign, the guy that made the game.
Like a lot of AP on a turn where Tubbo did nothing. I guess he would have reparalyzed.
You know what we're actually seeing here? You know what we're seeing? And I don't think they've realized.
Yeah, he's won. By this point, he's won.
Tubbo can wait till match time, actually.
Yeah.
So we have 53 seconds.
Yeah, by this point, he has just straight up won. There is actually no way for Frost. Like, as long as Tubbo keeps letting the timer run down.
Yeah. So I think Tubbo actually wins on match timer here. This is anti-stall.
Over that.
Dude, once again, I don't think my IQ was...
Again, like, this was not me. This was all... Well, this was all at Sign and Tubbo. And this is the point, like, if we had a bit more time...
He's literally going for this.
Bro was cracked.
Like, not to...
I don't think he knows. I actually don't think he knows.
Yeah,
he's so, like, genuinely, he's so smart.
Hey, listen. Maybe Tubbo is a lot more powerful than we think.
Maybe he is. Let's see about this. What happens after 5
No
seconds?
maybe about it, thank you very much. Not a single maybe about it.
Does Frost Prime know what's about to happen? Insane. The turn's going to play out here, and I believe, as all the effects play out...
Oh? I think it doesn't matter here, but I think the match cancels after this move locks in.
I think so too.
I could be wrong here. But there is 20 minutes of match timer. We do know this.
I think as soon as everyone makes their move selection, the game just ends here.
Yeah, because it just confirms that there's a human.
But Tubbo did ask, yeah.
Battle's over. Let's see this.
Yes, I did, Genesis.
Wow, Tubbo did actually beat Frost Prime over timer. That was a 20-minute match, by the way.
And I actually love this. Because it does prevent like Frost Prime from just completely...
I feel like that comment in part was Eric saying it to himself, being like, holy shit, this day's gonna go on.
Like, super big stall strategy.
This day is gonna run.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Tubbo must have known this. I think Paya told him about this.
You need to actually...
Yeah, no, I mean, if I was Frost, I'd also be raging.
So bulky that'll take 2 hours to beat. So like Tubbo is playing to his outs. He knows this is crazy.
It's not like both players were just taking a long time to kind of figure out their moves, and then Tubbo just kind of stalls in a game that he can't win. This mechanic is in the game to prevent gameplay like this, like Frost Prime is going for.
That's why we set it up. Yeah,
like super slowly at the end.
Right? This is official VGC rules too. So like if this actually happens in a regular VGC tournament.
Yeah, don't worry. Like when I came on the couch later, I was like, oh, I didn't tell him about this.
Honestly, it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of hungry.
Oh God, I want that truffle popcorn. The truffle one was so good.
But wow, that is honestly, I can't believe we saw PP stall. We've seen timer. We've seen so many alternate win conditions in Pokemon that we haven't seen in any other Nuzlocke Invitational, of which there's only been one. What a ridiculous time here. We'll see. We'll see honestly what happens next. Because I mean, there were so many like interesting strategies from Tubbo to make sure that he would actually
I'm making sure
that his zero, he would actually win. All right, we have,
his pants were fully down. Well, fully up, down, out. You know what I mean.
Of the game one going into Frost Prime Tubbo's match here.
I have no idea, man. I was I wasn't expecting like the Clefable to play such a big role in the lead. There is like Shed Tail strats right to the Ditto.
Yep.
I believe it was the same leads as last.
Yeah, like honestly,
and the
if we'd brought
the big misplay
if we'd brought Jen in the back, I think this game would have been
switching out,
or even EPP. Well, EPPBG wasn't great. Like the Twitch chat destroyed it. Suicune destroyed it. Yeah, no, it kind of had to be Jen. I don't know. We had a really bad matchup, but Jen lead would have been better than Kyle.
Yeah, we see a turn one swap from Tubbo into his.
What we should have done is gone Jen lead, headlong rush into the the Annihilate, Shed Tail into Kyle, and then get a tackle back out, and we could potentially have even gone for like
Weavile. Okay, very interesting. Taking out that psychic terrain, making sure that you can't fake out, can't do any priority moves shenanigans here. With a mystical power, which actually will, I believe, be boosted, but it goes into the Weavile with that correct read, and the Drain Punch still kicking the KO.
Yeah.
Double.
He just kind of speeds up the process from last time, gets rid of the Weavile, but at least this time the Magnezone is full HP, I guess.
True. I mean, you don't want to get into the end game if you're Frostpine, right? You know what's going to happen.
Okay, this is where like
you can't break that stall as much as possible.
I really like
you wanna make sure
that.
you can-
That would have actually been a decent play had he shed tail
KOs
here.
earlier, if you can.
I think he saw the glare
Here's
working
thing
out
I
for him in
think
the
we'll see.
previous
He'll
fight,
do the exact same thing
and
Tubbo, where he's gonna shed
I
tail
don't
into
know.
that Ditto, copy what he can. But this time, it's swapped. It doesn't matter where the Ditto comes in because he'll copy right is across from you. He wants that Iron Crown, I guess, instead of that.
But again,
I don't
like
know.
shed tail's so confusing, man.
It's gonna be so hard. I'm still
And
thinking about the
knowing
turn
when
timer
to
thing,
do
man.
it,
Like,
knowing,
Tubbo
you know.
just being able to like grasp that strategy and actually go for it. I'm pretty sure Kai would have told him about this too. He's really utilizing everything he can to stay in this tournament, and I love it.
I mean, he lost 2 of his very critical mods, like for the tournament right beforehand. He's
A
making do with what he's got, and
Grundle?
this is perfect. What a strategy! Like genuinely, what a strategy. This is common VGC knowledge. Everyone knew about this beforehand.
Yep.
Timer stall is a valid strategy to do, especially when you're in a lock like that in endgame.
Yep. I love it. I mean, we have a timer for the tournament here as well. I think match has got to end. You see another Raven coming in. It just does. I was surprised in game 1 by how much damage.
Fuck, man.
Yeah,
Our
eventually
team
when
had
it was
such
happening,
a bad
yeah,
fighting
it was
matchup.
crazy. I was like, wow, that Drain Punch sure did a lot of damage.
It's pretty insane because Magnus
I saw my stream for a second there. But you guys still watch live?
Yeah, we see the Rising Voltage go into the Iron Crown again. We saw this last game as well.
I mean, the tournament would have been different. I don't know. I hope next year they're able to. You know what? I'm sure they'll probably just remove mythicals from the pool.
Dazzling Ring does come out here. It's just,
If there is a next year, we don't know if there's going to be a next year or
A
not.
lot of damage is the problem, right?
Yeah, and we got the Mystical Power once again coming out with that Magnezone. He is simplifying the game state, and Frostbite hasn't taken a single KO. Does not have a single KO yet, but he's taken 2. So we're having that Ditto forcibly come out, and here's the thing: it's copying that Annihilate. This actually is not a bad look for Tubbo. You do want that Annihilate.
Yeah, the Annihilate has not no retreated yet, I believe, right? So we're actually not going to see the step.
You want to
Money. Money. Yeah, I mean, they still weren't able to get like the finances on this are
with no retreat, Ditto.
Yeah.
a little bit wobbly.
You could actually see the no retreat here. The problem is, I mean, it's not going to matter, right? You can actually, if you copy the stat boost from a no retreat Pokemon, you can then no retreat again because you don't have the no retreat effect on you yourself. But obviously not going to happen here. The no retreat hasn't used yet, right? But I mean, like,
it is a really cool strategy that you can actually have a double no retreat on a Ditto if you play it properly.
So this is about when I left last game, and then I came back and somehow Tubbo was like winning. So I'm not really sure.
You're gonna see this the Shadow Claw coming out. So here's the thing that changed this time, right? What Tubbo did initially, I believe it was a redirection or something similar, where he was able to make sure that Shadow Claw didn't come out towards his own Annihilate. It was the Shed Tail, that's what it was with the substitute. But because the substitute wasn't up this time, he's just free reign to go. He no retreated under the substitute for +1 speed, and that's all she wrote. We're going to a 1-to-1 Frost Prime versus Tubbo. Tubbo played it right with the Shed Tail.
That was how I expected the game to play out when I
Yeah,
left.
that was a rough one.
Very quickly and evenly ties it up.
Yeah, Claw is law. You know, we got
Watching ads helps. If you're not able to afford a sub, watching ads helps your streamer.
Infiltrated everyone else. But that was actually what we more expected to play out. Tubbo played it extremely well that first game, knowing he was out. Hey, if I'm copying this Annihilate, it has Shadow Claw, it'll just kill me if I have that Shadow Claw. So let me put it under substitute, and that's what he did.
Hoping the sponsorship and the better merch sales.
Reading that read and making sure he takes out KOs in certain slots.
By the sounds of it, from what Eric was saying on stream yesterday, I'm not sure, but
on the left or the right, and that's what we actually saw with Frost Prime here, having the Iron Crown on the
potentially,
right slot.
or they, maybe Jan's just made too many enemies.
So it matters actually which Pokemon you send in on the left or the right in this matchup. It's an extra level of dimension for a Pokemon battle that you don't normally have to think about.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sage.
Really, the big thing
you should check again. Maybe
what is this Weavile doing?
I know they've said that they're getting some more stock in, so it's worth giving it periodic checks.
The fighting moves and stuff like that. I don't think it's very good in this matchup. I mean, I'd love to see the Tinglu come out. Where is that?
Where is the Tinglu? Here's the other thing. It's something I think we got to talk about with the Nuzlocke portion here. Tubbo did have a contrary with Samurai, I believe. It's really good in singles, but we'll see. I mean, they didn't bring it here. I feel like it would be better than that Weavile. It does have, we saw the Endure versus Aatrox, which is pretty good, and the White Herb keeping it on. But like honestly, besides having like Psychic Terrain to disable the fake out strategy, I don't know what it's doing here. We got the same lead from both people. Oh, but we have a read from the Ditto. First thing, you normally don't with the Ditto.
I liked the fact that he tried something different here.
Copy slot 1 or slot 2, but probably just like expecting Frost to not switch up his slots and knowing where the Annihilate was going to go. I am loving
that being. I mean, you know what? If we'd managed to, if he'd gotten the if he'd managed to copy the Iron Crown there, that would have been a really nice position.
Tubbo's Prime is going to go first. A huge Shadow Claw going in.
And the Shadow Claw for the Annihilate right there to make sure it kills. Hey, we'll take that, but really, honestly, good damage on the Iron Crown.
At least gets the damage in there. I do believe that the Ditto has less HP than the Annihilate, so it is less bulky because you don't copy the HP stat.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, again, no Shed Tail here is unfortunate.
But what a read.
He didn't seem to want to Shed Tail turn 1.
Because that Ditto is now out of the field. He's brought all 4 same Pokemon here. But what a strange start and a gamble from Tubbo, which I don't think it paid off. I mean, it disabled the Iron Crown with the paralysis and the half HP, but
yeah, I know. Like at this point, it was kind of over. Like, Ditto needed to be a win con.
First 2 games, right? The difference is Iron Crown is paralyzed and this is half HP, right? We could see the Wide Guard again to protect him and make it rain, right? But maybe we see the like second move coming. Again, that Drain Punch, I can't believe it.
So much damage.
Yeah.
Disgusting
dealing
amount
with
of
Annihilate
damage.
you know, the Weavile's like, it's just like he needs to shut down specifically this Annihilate pretty much right about now, or it's just going to be over.
And
Does
Thrice
target
Voltage is not going to do it.
Does not go for the Make It Rain because he knows that the White Guard from Iron Crown might come out, so I do like the damage there, and it's just going to be the Shed Tail.
But the Shed Tail into the Weavile, yeah, like that's just so strange. Why would you Shed Tail into the Weavile here?
I mean, we're about to see, right? What is the targeting from Iron Crown?
Yeah, like letting Kyle lose his HP, like it just...
It could be because it only has psychic attacking moves, right? So the
yeah.
Weavile actually completely unable to be targeted by the Iron Crown. It's got the substitute up now. It might actually just be able to keep it. I mean,
are we seeing the Mystical Power go into the Shed Tail is what we're trying to see here. Oh, it does not. It goes into the Mega Zone to take up
Frost played this really nicely.
And we got the special attack rising as well. Now, it can't go into the slot with the Weavile, but, I mean, the Clefable's just right around the corner here. And it's going to take up that next skill.
But I mean, Weavile does have the substitute now. It's out here. It's got the Ice Hammer to potentially go into the Annihilate, and it's got the White Orb to kind of counteract the speed.
But yeah, like I said, like telling him to bring Weavile to the matchups was my bad completely. Like, I should not have done that at all.
Encore from Weavile? I don't really see it.
Well, okay, here was my thought process with Weavile, though. Is, if Frost gets greedy and goes for no retreat on Suicune, like, 1, 2, 3, 4 was kind of our Suicune answer. Wasn't a great one, but it was an answer. Yeah, no, it was just, I don't know.
Move that you just lost.
I think in retrospect, having Encore on a tackle would have been cool.
Over again. It's an encore, as it were. But that's not really the one you want to see here, so he's not clicking it.
Right.
But again, I didn't have much time to like put a team together. Like, I'll be real, it was kind of just throw the stuff on that I thought could potentially get some good use. Like, it wasn't.
From the Annihilate, which is pretty bad.
Can Frost Prime break this Weavile? Is the question. Does he have the tools in the back for it?
You know, you asked that question before this game, and you're wondering why the Weavile came. This is the exact same reason. This is the exact reason why I did. I got the protect for the Dazzling Gleam from the.
Honestly, if you're Tubbo, I think you leave this Iron Crown up. You do not. You kill this as the last Pokemon because it cannot damage the Weavile, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the Clefable can't like target anything anyway with Dazzling Gleam, but I think I would prefer to like go for like
it's a great idea, but it has
I don't think Frost should necessarily be wide guarding here, but like what else can he do, right? Like the Iron Crown just doesn't have that many.
Yeah, it has Follow Me. There's no way you can do that.
We could see
yeah, no, like
this turn, but then like both Clefable and Iron Crown aren't doing anything, right?
You know what I think we're seeing here actually? I think we're seeing a Frost Prime Hyper Stall. I'm joking, by the way. I'm totally joking. Please.
Right. So Wolfie is actually in this tournament. A lot of people were asking about him. He's right here on the screen.
Yeah, now, he's asking White Guard coach. I mean, he's right there. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Now, is weak to that Dazzling Gleam, so we might see another White Guard come out, right? So this Incineroar is really interesting. It's got Speed Boost, so this is actually kind of a setup sweeper in a way. It's got really good coverage too, with 2 really good stab moves, and I believe it has a Grass move. I believe it has
I mean,
I'm blanking.
Yeah, you got this. You know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing about
next year we bring a Guts Facade Mon for Burning Bulwark.
Or whatever that.
I like it. I mean, we did. We had Facade on Gen. Not bringing Gen to this was insane for me to say. Like, Gen needed to come to this. Gen needed to be our lead. Like,
he's taking down that.
The lead we should have gone with was a tackle and Gen.
Which I'm talking about. Same thing, guys. Like, I don't know if you want to take down that Iron Crown.
Because that's the one thing that can't damage your Weavile, right? The Incineroar is what you're worried about right now, and as long as you can keep that in the basically as it is a 2v1 position.
Does this break the substitute?
Absolutely, right?
It probably does, right?
Yeah.
It does. Okay, breaks the substitute, and we're probably seeing the Suicune coming out from Frost Prime here. Dazzling Gleam coming out. It's probably not going to do that much on the.
We had nothing. Like, there was no option to get. Like, this Incin was horrible for our Weavile.
Fully wall by it. The Suicune is still in the back.
We had no fighting move that we could give it.
This is really not looking for Tubbo.
I guess we could have given Weavile the Precipice Blades, even though that would have been a generational throw.
Help coach some of the players in this tournament. I won't say who and I won't say what, but we saw this last time in the Nuzlocke Invitational, and it's actually pretty great to see a lot of people getting back into VGC and getting into VGC. I mean, it's so much more popular than it ever has been before, which is phenomenal.
Tubbo can buy himself one more turn here by Enduring, right? Keeping the Weavile a little bit alive, but that's another turn that Incineroar gets a speed boost. You kind of only have the Dazzling Gleams left.
There wasn't really
It seems like with his tournament,
there wasn't really a play here.
Weavile is going to go down. It's going to be Clefable against the world. Kaya is watching, and we might have a situation where, you know, Kaya won last year, and she might be the first coach out of the tournaments
this
true.
Year. That's true. I mean, we haven't seen it yet.
Was the situation?
The world currently, but whoever wins this game, whoever wins this match, makes on the tournament.
I guess that was a slight. No, actually, because Jungle Healing went after.
That's right.
Around this room right now.
And for a little moment,
that was maybe something that could happen there.
Slimesicle situation, because Kaya kept saying how they were not practicing or whatever. Is this maybe that they secretly practiced? Maybe they, like, Tubbo seemed to know a lot more things than I thought. He was playing a lot of end games. Remember that game, the game 1 end game as well, where like
Oh, that was insane, yeah.
We would actually run into the Burning Bulwark eventually, right? But there was like a moment where I thought that maybe they were actually cooking. But it seems like that those mistakes in that Tubbo made in his Nuzlocke that kind of cost him a very good team is really catching up to him here.
Yeah.
And he just cannot keep up with the quality of the rest of the Mons. And this is a theme throughout the runs in general this year is like a lot of runners just like kept their Pokemon alive throughout their runs, right? They had really, really powerful encounters and they got them through the game. And barely by like one fight, unable to get his like best Pokemon across the finish line. And that's
well done, Tubbs.
Here we go, the Hydro Steam right into the Fable. We see the first elimination from the tournament. Unfortunately, Tubbo is out.
And that was our Tony run.
Previous champion out first this time. Hey, you know what? She still is first in some manner. So, you know, we do still have a winner here in the fact that, hey, you know what? They did great. What a phenomenal coach team pairing. Team Britain in it, you know?
Yeah, Britain is out of the tournament now, much like it is in football. It is not coming home this year.
But huge, honestly, like, really cool to see Kaya and Tubbo.
Excuse me. I guess, yeah. Except by 1 mil, if fucking won, I guess they mean player.
That Ray depreciation, whatever happened there, is that they were vibing out to that dive music.
Right.
That was phenomenal. If you guys want to, you guys come on.
Come on the couch.
We got to talk about that.
Yep.
What an insane thing here.
That's play of the game. Play of the game was that timer stall. Like,
yeah, that was ridiculous.
That at all? I can't believe. Like, that was so cool.
I learned about it 5 minutes ago. So.
Okay, wait. So did you learn about timer stall right before the match, or like during the match?
Right before.
Right before. Okay.
Yeah.
So Kaya, I'm assuming you told him about timer stall.
I did not tell him about timer stall.
Okay, how did you learn about this? Okay, wait.
Hey, tell me.
Oh, it was outside. It was outside. One of the devs.
We were friends.
It was one of the devs. Oh my god.
That is incredible.
Wow. Yeah, you can take outside help all you want. That is great.
I was like, it's the only hope, guys. It's the only hope. And when there was that infinite living forever guy, I was like, well, let's just hope that he doesn't kill at least one of these people, because then we'll have a problem.
That's true, because then you're going by HP.
Is it a 50-50 after that? No, so it's the most number of Pokemon.
Wait, a bullet filter? What?
And then
no. But after if I get one of his,
if it's HP. Yep. That's the timer. And if it's the same HP, then I think it's either speed stat or it's
Dude, I respect the popcorn everywhere so much.
Something weird.
Entire team or something.
Yeah, it's something weird. But that's
fuck! I didn't get to try the cheddar ones. The cheddar.
True. I didn't think we would see PP stall, which is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So I gotta know. Like, actually, Kaya here. You know, unfortunately, both you and Tubbo are out. You guys can see the your special blacks. Those are. If you want to show the.
Want to show that? Yay! Oh, Tinglu's hat's getting green screened out. The black.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame. You guys did finish the Nuzlocke.
You finished the Nuzlocke, so you won.
We did. We got to the Hall of Fame.
It's true. And you guys had a pretty awesome and phenomenal team. Kaya, you were last year's winner. How's it feel right now?
Honestly, after the incident,
yeah, Tubbo did fantastic.
we kind of came close to not finishing the Nuzlocke.
Yeah.
So the fact that we got to the end, the fact that you rallied, the fact that we got there, like, I'm so proud of you, man.
No, I'm more proud of you, bro. My mental was built like sand, bro.
No.
I'm glad you have the mental, bro.
No, it was such a fun time watching both of you guys. I was in there. I was contributing to your subathons to do this because I was like, I want to see more. You know?
It was a joy to watch you guys, just in the way that like Tubbo was, his mental was crumbling under the pressure, and Kaya, like the real coach that she is, there wasn't much about Pokemon even to teach at that point. It was just the mental. She was always there, always supporting him, always telling him we can do this, always saying, hey, let's go listen to the dive music real quick. It was really, really beautiful to see, and you guys pulled through, with the best possible team, and we had some great matches out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I loved seeing the strategies with Ditto, the Shed Tail Ditto in game
That was crazy.
That was such a good strategy.
That was so good. I was trying to get off. I don't even know the name of the move because it's one of yours, not mine. But it's the one that makes you a little bit stronger without being
no
hit.
retreat. Yeah. Too, because if I've no retreated, you
Saw
can
someone in the
pop
chat say I had a 5-fit. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
So our plan was literally no retreating against you. It was seen Ditto.
That's good. That's good. Good strat. That was phenomenal. What do you think about? What were your thoughts about the timer stall there when that was happening? Did you know about that beforehand?
No, no, and he already plays slow as it is, so I don't think it was his plan until I started to stall it out, and then he was like, I've already wasted like 10 minutes. So I get, but you play slow because you're smart, and you were doing the correct thing most of the time.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I mean, phenomenal. Thank you so much for being a part of this tournament, and thanks for doing this. This was phenomenal.
Thanks for having me. This is the coolest thing ever, bro.
You're too sweet. Well, we're gonna start going back into our next matchup for the second chance bracket.
Yep.
You guys can chill on the couch if you want. You can do whatever. We're just gonna open it up, and we'll start getting into it. You know, so
yeah.
You know.
All
right. Well, I think we have next
another
up
losers bracket game.
Yep. We have Foolish versus Astral Spiff.
That's right.
How does the bracket work? Well,
Yeah. I think afterwards there was definitely a moment where we were like, I want to play more Pokemon. Who are you guys rooting for? So, I mean, after I saw how Tina was playing, I'm not gonna lie, I had a little Tina flag. that being said, I also love Myung. And her coach is Mill, and her coach is British. And I also had gone into... Me and Myung have done a Soul Link before, so... Like, honestly, as soon as the finals came, I was like, I'm easy. Like, I genuinely don't mind who wins this. Blessing of Tina Kitten. Wait, what do you mean vividly? Blessing of Tina Kitten. Blessing of fucking Tina Kitten. I love that. I love both of them. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like we had a reasonably similar storyline to last year. Not quite the same. But I do feel like Tina was like the Paragon Slimesicle, if that makes sense, you know? Like like where Slime was a renegade for life, Tina was the Paragon throwing up sets left and right.
Oh, I guess it says it right here. So like we don't play these guys. We play the winners or the loser of Tina and K Katamina.
Yeah. So you'll be facing off against Myung or Tina here. So we kind of switch it up the brackets there.
Oh, okay.
So you can see that rather than just face off against the people that you just faced off against, it's like you're only facing off against the other side of the bracket, so it makes it a little bit more even.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So you can see that whoever wins Astral Spit versus Foolish will be against Aatrox or Bruce.
Okay.
So I might have to fight the big guy next.
You might have to beat the big guy.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's saying this about Myung. Is like Myung's the one.
The fight I really didn't want us to have, and thankfully we didn't. I did not want us to face Bruce. Because like I said, Burrito fucking cooked with that team. And subsequently would have cooked us. Bruce was terrifying. Bruce put fear into my heart, into my soul. I am going... A double elimination bracket also limits the outcome to either a rerun... Yeah, I guess. Yeah, no, exactly. I am gonna go Pisca. And when we get back, I think we got to watch the Spiff. We gotta watch the Spiff versus Foolish match. Because I'm curious, I'll be real, I was watching the coaches more than I was the match itself. This is the one match where I'm like, oh no, you should have given equal space to the coaches, because dude, safety and Mana put in a fucking performance. I'm gonna be back in 2 minutes. I will be right back. And I am back. Guys, it's so warm. I'm so sorry. I feel so like I'm tired just from the heat alone. They definitely have it all. Like they have all the coach they have all the coach footage. So there is a non-zero possibility that we get more. Okay. Let's turn the music off.
Beat, right? But I mean, there's some counter strategies that a lot of you guys have.
Go to sleep.
Yeah,
there is. She's so tired today. Because I barely got any sleep.
Yeah, we haven't actually mentioned that. Do you want to? You don't?
Yeah. She got locked out of her room last
Edix,
night.
thank you.
So
Or
she had to sleep at a
Edix,
friend's
thank you
house
so
and got, like,
much.
2 hours of sleep.
I believe it was Leslie's house, which is either good or bad. She might learn some strategy.
I'm gonna say it now, by the way. If you head over to the Discord, I am gonna be I'm gonna be putting up some polls soon for content going forward. So if you wanna maybe shape some, what's gonna happen in Kai Coliseum's future, we should have it. Safety, hello. No, I haven't. Wait, what's going on? Where's the bracket? Where's the bracket? Can someone link me the bracket, please? Can someone please link me the bracket? Hold on. I'm on Manit stream. Oh, Manit. I don't know what Manit's doing. I'm gonna go. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? And I'm so sorry. Also, Safety, how was getting home? No, not yet. I don't know if Eric is still interested, but I am very interested in taking more of his money. I say more because he literally funded mine and Tubbo's subathon. I don't know why it's not coming up. Hold on. Let me check on my phone. How about you? Oh, that flight's 15 hours. That flight is 15 hours. I haven't done that flight yet. I haven't done that flight. Also, sweetheart, it was so, I was saying it, I don't know if you caught it earlier, maybe not, but I was gassing you up. It was so nice meeting you, love. Where is it? Where is it? I actually don't know where it is. Can someone link me this? I would love that vividly. That would be great. Cool. Thank you. Okay. Let me have a look. Who the fuck am I playing? Oh! Oh! Round one. Round one. Kaya Coliseum versus Safety Man. Okay, so let me save image. Let me show you guys what is gonna be happening very soon. Boom. Not hold on. Ba-ba. Babada. Baba Habada announcing the Coach's Salty Sweets. We are doing a coach tournament. When we tried to organize it last year, the #1 issue that we ran into, and the reason that we weren't able to do it, is because getting all 8 of us available at the same time on the same day for hours at a time really cooked. Super fucking cooked. So, for the rest of the month, when our availability allows it, we will be fighting each other with the teams that our proteges used. And I have just been informed that our first match will be against the safest man in Nuzlocking. That'd actually be sick. And we've got to use their lines as well. Yeah, with our players' teams. The wielder of the 3 bong style indeed. Actually, Safety, if you're still here, do you want to message me your availability? Cause, yeah, if you don't want me to announce it, by the way, just let me know, but, like, I'm streaming tomorrow, and I am streaming on Thursday as well, and I'm probably streaming on Saturday. But that's with an asterisk. I'm not 100% sure on that. It depends. Yeah, no worries. No worries. But I will, of course, announce it when we have a set time and a set date. Yeah, no, looking forward to it. Very curious how far we can get this team to go. Because I will say, like, the biggest weakness of our team outside of, like, the power level is just how fucking difficult it is to pilot this thing. No, I'm sorry, man. There isn't, like, a Nuzlocke.in style thing, Twinkie Octopus. The best thing, I'm sure in my Discord, the PokeChat channel will have, stuff in there about it. If you want to head over there, I will make announcements when me and Safety have got some time to do this. But yeah, no, looking forward to this. I'm glad that we've still got some more invitational stuff to look forward to. But this is the last week. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, man. It's, the fact that you still managed to coach while you're at a hotel, baffled, like, it's genuinely goated coaching behavior right there. Okay, fantastic, wonderful. I think I am, in fact, yeah, it's so warm, like, I'm sorry, it's so warm, guys. I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it for today. Because, my boy, the organizer of this thing, Manet, is currently online. We are going to be back to our regularly scheduling Nuzlocke stuff tomorrow. I have got so many more stories to tell you about the Invitational. That being said, I haven't fully decided on what we do. We have a really nice run in Platinum Kaizo going on. That will continue. Whether it continues tomorrow, though, I'm not too sure. I've got some stuff to ponder. I've got some options to weigh up. Thank you to everyone who subscribed today. Like I said, we are my next sort of streaming goal is to hit partner level 2. So tier 1s, tier 2s, and tier 3s. They helped so much, and a few of you did today, and I really appreciate that. To everyone who watched, thank you. I know not everyone has got expendable income, and giving me your most precious resource, which is your time. I can't thank you enough for that, genuinely. Yeah, I will be back tomorrow, hopefully starting stream earlier. I'm gonna aim for 12 PM PST, 8 PM GMT. So, yeah, and we will be getting up to some, it's gonna shock you, some Nuzlocking shenanigans. Love you all. I shall speak to you all very soon. Good night.